Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to SMS Live. I'm SMS, your host, and we're going to get into this tonight. We got Dan AF in the backstage right now getting things ready, but let's get into this. If this is your first time here, guys, welcome. This is one of our live streams. We do these Monday and Wednesday, so let me just show you a quick clip of that, and I got some other things we're going to be sharing with you guys today. So go ahead and share this out, and let's get some more people into the room. Let me find this thing for you real quick here. All right. Let me maximize this for you guys, and we'll be good to go. If you guys wanted to come in and be part of the show tonight, just let me know. Send me a DM. Say something in the chat. We'll send you a link and get you in here. Shout out to World being first in here. Tonight is about NFTs and meme coins. We're going to be taking a look at that. We're going to speculate on the market just a little bit, see where the price is going, zoom out, on the 2 hours, maybe even the 4-hour charts to really get a good look and see where things are kind of going. We're going to take a look at what Dan's been cooking up. He's been looking at doing some spaces, some streams, some different ideas for content. I've been rocking out, hitting the TikTok a little bit harder, trying to focus in and seeing what works with that. And so far, I got to say, so good. I did put a bounty out in the SMS Club. If you guys took a look at that, you'll see it. If you don't know what the SMS Club is, I'm glad you're asking. So I'll get into that real quick. But first things first, guys. Welcome to SMS Live. Again, I'm your host. Today is Monday, September 2nd. And shout out to Dan AF. Let's go ahead and bring him up real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my mouse at? And boom. Where are you at? Where's my
Am I
screen?
here?
I think you're here. I see you. You popped up here, but not what the. There we go.
There it is.
I don't know. We lost there. That's the screen I was looking for right there. What's going on, Playboy?
Not much, bro. How are you?
Things are good, man. It's been a good, it feels like a Sunday, but it's been a good Monday. It gave me, doing that graffiti job, I had basically that whole day wiped out where I wasn't able to do much, but that's why I left the stream up for, altogether it was like 8 hours worth of streaming on there, which is pretty wild. A lot of people tuned into that, so I'm grateful for that. So, but I basically wiped an entire day off my plate. So I had to make that back, and today I was able to take care of a lot of different things. And even though I still tried to make sure I took care of everything, I'm going to be going later into the evening either way. So that's just the way we get into it. And it might be late, but I'm still still
But
right.
you don't even talk to me about that. Like I'm ready to
God,
go
dog.
tonight.
I'm surprised you don't have a fucking IV in your arm right now. Like this. No, man, it's what it takes sometimes. I know it's crazy, but this isn't forever. This is just for the time being. I know it's not the most healthiest, but if you can balance it out, don't let anybody tell you what you can do. Like your body will let you know, and if fucking shit hits the fan, shit hits the fan. We got your back, bro.
I got aspirins over here in case I have a heart attack. Told my girlfriend just to put it under my tongue, and that's it.
That's fucking awesome, man. But no, it's good. I was talking to you earlier, guys. Dan has been killing it with some trades. He's Dan AF for a reason. This man is on point with his shit, and it's really cool, kind of connecting with people and getting into how's your focus. Focus is great. Focus is on point. But specifically, he's been managing to. How many days in a row do you think that you've had successful trades, like more successful than bad?
Oh man, it's pretty much every day. Like if I
Yeah.
have an unsuccessful trade, I'm doubling down on my trades. Like like that's pretty much it. I have a goal where I want to hit $250 a day in trading. Like I
That's
need to
fucking
make
dope.
250 a day, and as long as I hit that, then
When I was
I
doing
go out and
options, I
enjoy my
had goals
day.
like that so I would start at 9:30 and I would run until no later than 12:30 is like the longest I wanted to have my work days. That's what I considered work at that point.
Yep.
And my goal was $150 profit every single day. That's it. I didn't care if it went higher or lower. I just locked that in. And there was a few times that I clipped myself. Like I could have let it run more, but like with options, you can't sell like 75 or half with at least with what I was using. I couldn't do that. So it is what it is. I know that would work. So I was able to just easily, make a stack a week. But then like there's weeks where the market isn't working in that direction. And it's like you're just using stop loss after stop loss. And that's where it's hard to balance that. So I couldn't rely fully on that. But it's just
Yep.
like what I remember now is keep that in your back pocket. Like just keep like keep $500 or something like that into, you know, a Webull account or whatever you use to trade on there. Robinhood. That's, I mean, I know it's not everybody's favorite, but it works easy. So like, I'm just going with what's the easiest thing for me to get some money in and out. You know what I mean? And that seems to be a good option there. But no, man, pay attention. Give the homie a follow. And when these streams or these spaces come up, I think you said spaces you're more leaning towards.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with the space for now, see how people are feeling it, and then probably start jumping into these live streams and breaking down the charts and everything.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, one thing we can do is get you set up and kind of go over some of these. And something I wanted to do tonight is kind of show you how I do basically TA on coins and stuff that I like. How I really started doing live streaming by kind of just get into the charts, not really talking about much else than, you know, where the price is at and all of that kind of stuff. So you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's how I was able to get a pretty dedicated following with just streaming 3 days a week doing that.
Yeah.
It would last about an hour. I have a good rack of coins now where, you know, I've traded in and out of them. Some of them I've sold all for profits. And people following along in the SMS club, I would give them, hey, heads up, like this is what we're getting into. And that's kind of what we're going to cover today. But let me give a little introduction into the SMS club. We were talking about that, and there's some more people in the room now. So I don't know if they all know what that is. So if this is your first time here, guys, welcome. If you're a regular, it's good to see you again. Thank you for the support. Solana Made Simple is a vibrant community of passionate investors, art collectors, builders, artists, media personalities, and much, much more. Our mission is to cultivate a supportive space in the midst of all the bullshit. In a world of manipulation and distraction, I strive to find valuable opportunities with my man Dan AF here and guide you through this journey in cryptocurrency. Alone you can make it, but together as a team, you are going to be unstoppable. We are all that we got in this degenerate world. So we cannot thank you enough for all of your support. And if you like the content you see, guys, feel free to go up. And it's this corner, right? No, fuck, it's on this corner. God damn it. Dan, put your hand up in the corner right there. Yeah, that one. That's the Get Code app right there. Download it on your phone. It doesn't matter. Yo, Kami, if you want to pull that, let us know. I'll send you a link, or the link you used before should get you into the backstage. Lady, you as well. I see you guys both down there in the chat. But anyway, if you guys like the content you see here, or if you're able to get any kind of opportunities, feel free to give back. You can go as little as $1. You can go up to $100. All of it goes back to making sure we can do giveaways and fun shit like that. And I think, Dan, you said something about that earlier in the conversation. We still want to run the duck race?
Yeah, I'm down for that, bro. I just opened up my X on my iPad, and all that comes up is you get me with a ball gazer from 2 hours ago.
The what?
You know the ball gazer where you do like the
Ah,
that just popped up on my iPad as soon as I opened up X here.
I didn't know what that was. I always just called it this thing. I don't know what
Oh,
that.
no,
I never knew it was called a
I
buzz.
remember like with my boys and stuff as a ball gazer, you catch someone with that, you get to like give them
Yeah,
a
you get to hit
nice,
them. If you
yeah.
catch it, like the thing is that they like stick their finger in it, like then you break it, or if you hold on to
Oh
it, you can
shit.
tag them. So like if somebody would get like try to do that, I would hold their finger and just start hitting them until they get their hand back. But anyway,
That's
the,
savage.
anyway, guys, we appreciate your support. This is SMS Live. I'm SMS. This is Dan AF. Dan AF. I don't know which fucking way these cameras work anymore, but no, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Get into this again. We're gonna be going over NFTs, how to do your own research with some NFTs, because there was a new NFT I saw. Never noticed one before, so we're gonna cover that. This motherfucker.
You know what it is.
Dude, throw some tips in there in case we need to get this guy some more aspirin or something like that. But I'm not gonna lie. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
I gotta go to bed in 3 hours, so I don't want to. It's like I'm fucking like whatever. We get it. Oh, we got Okami in here. Let's pull him up real quick. What's going on, Playboy?
What's up,
going
brother?
How you doing, family?
We got the charts. I've been attempting an art piece for like 5 hours earlier. I haven't got a perfect down, but we'll get there. But now it's time to chart.
Word. Well, I'm glad to have you here. Let me just take a look at the chat real quick. We got some other people in here. Jerry Knight, let's give him a shout out real quick. This dude always pulls up. Nothing but love up here. But again, this the Get Code app. I have a little clip from the Goat Show. I was on their show the other day, finishing up this artwork tonight. Actually, that's why we have to end this at a certain point, and I can finish that up and wrap that up for them. They're doing a drop for Drip House. Let me take a look, see if I can find this the conversation real quick. But Akami, how you been? Tell us a little bit about your day, and you know what you got going on with the art stuff. Let us know where we can find it.
I mean, mostly I posted now. I'll be having a collection out soon. I got like 5 pieces I need to finish real quick, and then I'll probably put it on
Do you got a specific exchange or hub or something to work with?
Yeah, Mallow Art for now. They're the best that I can find for right now.
Gotcha.
The link's in my bio, so you can find it there.
Word. All right, guys, give them a follow. Take a look at that. Oh, wait. I might have bookmarked it. I'm an idiot. I used to. I was gonna say this to you earlier. I was sitting here scrolling forever. I was gonna say this to you earlier, Dan. Fucking one thing I do is bookmark things so I can remember to take a look at them, and clearly I forgot until just now. But this is a good way to kind of go through all of the content that you want to share, and I think it's somewhere in here. No, it's fucking not in here. So I lied. Anyway, we'll do that in a different time. Hold on, I got a message. I wonder if this is. Hold on, my bad. All right, hold on a second. I gotta bring somebody else in real quick. Give me a second, guys.
You good, dog?
Oh, looks like that coin I was talking about earlier made a little bit of a comeback. That's good to see. Let me get this last person in and we'll continue the show. My bad, peoples. This is a typical malfunction. If this is your first time, just get used to it. Understand this shit happens. And we just roll with the punches. This is a good time for you guys to get your paper and your pens. There's going to be some alpha throughout this, guys. You don't want to miss out on that. I know we fuck around a lot, but we definitely share some good opportunities in this market. A lot of the people that tune in here come back and say, "Yo, thanks for the shout out there." That was definitely something that I know a lot of people ate off of from the SMS club. So make sure you get in there because one of the coins that we have on deck, right here, the Juju. I made a TikTok with this one, and you can see what I see, right?
Oh shoot!
Like it's just found stability along this whole bottom here. It's filled the gap. It had this little bit of a retracement right here. And this is where I was testing it. Like, yo, if you break this trend right here, that might not be the best case scenario. But if you continue this trend, you're at sub 200,000 right now, or just about 200,000 market cap. You've got under 1,000 holders in here. So this to me is like an early entry or, something where you might want to find a position. But I'm going to keep my eyes on it. I know it's a new coin. It's a CTO. So. This is what's it called? You had an opportunity to, if you wanted to trade in and out of it right here, I think I made some kind of announcement about it right here, right about there. So there was a little bit of a come out. I did, what am I down? I don't know, 10% right now, but it's only been out for a day, 2 days. It's very early, so hold on to that. Keep it on your watch list. See what happens with it. I think that this gains traction. I think Dan was kind of asking if there's a Muppet kind of meta or something like that. So
yeah, I said the Muppets meta.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know actually. And that's something I wanted to kind of like talk about, and kind of discuss a little bit because there are different metas and it does change up pretty frequently. So hold on a second. We got a new guest in the building. Let's bring her up. Gang. What's going on?
I'm taking my office day from bed, as you all should, because it's night, at least for most of us.
It doesn't matter what time it is. Crypto never sleeps.
Time doesn't matter in crypto.
Yeah, crypto does not sleep, so we're at it.
Sleep, you don't need that.
How do I change this one to there? Does that work? Holla. Perfect. All right, so this is how would you guys pronounce this name? Gugu. Yo, I looked at it for so long, and I was like,
I guess Google would be the best one, I guess. Dude. I don't know.
I wish I would have unmuted your video earlier. I would have known.
Which one?
I don't know. I thought you were pronouncing it on a video earlier. I thought I saw the caption. Maybe it was on TikTok.
Probably. I mean, I did a lot of shit today. Honestly, I was sitting here thinking
How
like,
do you
damn,
plan?
I didn't get what I wanted to get done today. And I was like, but I got some shit done, so I can't be upset about it. But that's as I was getting ready to do this. So thanks for just putting the pressure back on me. I'm going to go back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, guys, this is the coin here I got notice about. I heard it just in a couple different chats. I saw a couple different people talking about it. I looked at the chart. And I was like, damn. There was a couple people that tried to like fight it or said that there was like some botting going on. I'll be honest, I don't fucking know the difference. And I don't know how to tell. I can only trust their judgment or I can trust myself. And from what I see, I like what I see. I think that this does have a lot of upside opportunity as well as risk involved with that, as well as it does with everything. So do what you need to do with this information, guys. This is how do you say this one, Akami? Juju?
Gugu?
Gugu. We're going to go with Gugu.
Yeah,
I said Juju, but I wasn't sure. So
The story behind this one.
it's a CTO. It's just a Muppet. That's what I was trying to find is the picture of this thing.
Are Muppets the meta now? I've been seeing a lot of Muppet coins going on.
Let me see. I haven't seen any. Well, I can't say any, but I haven't seen many.
And some other chats I'm in, there's been a lot of Muppet-related coins.
Are the Muppets making a comeback, or are we going to see a Solana Elmo? Salomo?
I saw a TikTok today that was like somebody, you know how when TikTok shows you from your contact, like it suggests people and it's like this person is your contact. Their contact, it said like Barney something, and it was like a full Barney account. And the guy's like, joke's on you. I'm going to be spending the next 24 hours trying to figure out which of my 300 contacts is fucking Barney on TikTok. It was so funny.
That's funny. So
Imagine
this is
that. It's like one of your contacts. It's like one of your close contacts. And they're like LARPing as a dinosaur on the internet.
That'd be crazy.
Or a dog.
A purple dinosaur from back in the day.
Dude, it doesn't take much for these things to send, but I don't know. This is something different than I've seen. It's fucking funny looking. The memes look pretty good. You guys can't see these ones. Let me
I'm looking at the chart now though. It is pretty dope.
Close out of this. I think you can see it if I pull that out right there. No.
Right, there you go. Oh,
So
there it is. There it is.
These guys. That one's not as good. That one's all right. This one's pretty funny.
That one's funny.
It's like stupid. I don't know. There's stuff that makes me laugh. Stuff like this. I mean, why not? But there's a lot of people that were talking about it. It's been all over. Certain people talking about it in chats. That's why I took notice of it and I figured, fuck it. Chart looks good. I mean, I saw this basically. That looks good. It looks like a good ticker. Everything checks out. I put it on TikTok, and it's one of the better performing videos so far. So we'll see what happens with that. I put a bag of profits from another coin into it, just rotating that, and we can get 2 to 3x out of that. That's dope. We can get to $1 million. That's even better. But it could take some time. It could happen. You could wake up. This shit could be a fucking 10x. Who knows? You don't know how this shit's gonna go until it goes. So we'll just speculate on that. But I do have a bag of that for what it's worth, and we'll see what happens. We're about to probably catch up. I mean, it could have been a good buying opportunity just then when we open up the space. But let me see if I can get this shit to load.
I want to hear about Bonk.
What?
I want to hear about Bonk.
We'll get to it. We can go to that one next.
Did you just tell me no?
No,
That's
not
so
yet.
sad.
Bonk is a legendary coin. That's great.
I love Bonk. Do you know who introduced me to Bonk?
Bonk introduced me to Bonk.
Yeah, Bonk introduced me to Bonk. I got an airdrop.
No.
That's the first thing.
I got introduced to Bonk through Jaylene because she accepted Bonk for her OnlyFans account.
Nice.
And it was like one of the first use cases of it. And I know that sounds so ridiculous, but like she's a ride or die, like she's bestie. But at the time, it was like new that was a thing. And like drugs and porn is the first thing that things get used for. So like it was a good use case.
I mean, I think it still works.
There you go. There's the chart.
So Bonk was literally the first coin I ever covered because that was the first Solana meme coin that I've ever knew about. Like, I think that was the first one.
That was the first one because I was with homies and we all got the airdrop when we were in the
Yeah.
space. Like, you get this bonk? I was like, yeah, dog.
Yeah, there was a big airdrop. It was.
Yeah, so like if you look all the way back here, like this is recently what happened. So if you held the airdrop, you got bucked up like really nicely. But it came back from all the way back here. We brought this up before. It's all the way back in 2022, 2021.
Gosh, it's such a long time holding that, man.
Yeah, like this is I got like 4,000 some views on the video because it just like it blew up. It was the first time to have a coin like this. But the reason I have this on the list, the reason I've been looking at this is because I think right now the market's either going to take a complete shit, which is also great case scenario for me because I don't mind adding to my bags. I have a longer term vision and view of like how I foresee a lot of this going.
Discount buys, man. Discount buys.
Yeah, dude, for real. So when I take a look at Bonk and I put it on the 2 hour or the 4 hour chart, you zoom out. Let me reset this. There we go. It's like every point right here where it's bouncing looks pretty bullish to me. And maybe I'll go to the 4 hour. I don't want to see that zoomed in. That's better. Seriously, look. You have a nice trend. This looks just like that meme coin we just looked at, basically. It has a very similar chart, except for it's more of a valley, up and down. But this has more of those. It's just cycles of people rotating profits, rotating into it. This gives you a buying opportunity. But if you look at this, look how close you are right here. Like, these are probably some of the only dips. Like, look how massive that correction was and how it held that so strongly and instantly corrected right across there. It's like this never happened. You know what I mean?
Well,
So like that strength is there, and you've only taken a small step down. You are in a downtrend from here, from all-time highs. Like you're definitely in a downtrend in that aspect, but you're bottoming and bouncing here. You're not making lower lows on the big picture here. So I'm looking at it like you might not get too many more opportunities this low unless like the market completely, crashes. You get that opportunity again. That'll be a whole nother story. You can't tell. But based off of this, I'm looking like, yo, this is like entry point if you don't have a bag and you want to just DCA your way into this for the next 5 years, because Bonk's not going away. It's not going to be one of those coins that disappears over a cycle. We just went through a bear market, and this thing was the first one to like catastrophically, or not catastrophically, parabolically take off like this. It's pretty clear.
Bonk has staying power. It's like Pepe.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's Bonk. It's Solana's first meme coin.
Really, it is. It'll never die.
So I think it's worth taking a look at. If you're tired of losing on shitters, just fucking put that money in a ledger and don't look at it again. Like, just stop this. Don't even think about it. Just put it in there. Forget what the price is. Forget how much you threw in there. Check this shit in 5 years when you forget about Bird Eye as well. Just remember your pass to your wallet.
But no. One day and it skyrocketed. You're like, oh, whoa, I forgot about Bonk.
Dan, have you ever heard about Bonk before?
I bought a little bit on August 5th when everything was crashing because I heard that was like a blue chip in meme coins.
Very
so
nice.
August 5th, since I'm new to this, August 5th, I picked up a few blue chips just because everything was down like 40 to 60%. So I figured that was my entry as the only one I was going to get.
That's fucking great. That's literally this dip right here.
Solid buy, dude.
What else did you pick
I didn't get
Dan?
much. Like I said, like I only, like, because I put like, I don't know. I picked up like 5 or 6 Solana that day and then just kind of spread it amongst a few things.
Well, I mean, that kind of just goes to show like what we're talking about, guys. Like this is what the coins we're talking about. You're not going to see too many dips like this. Like there's only 3 opportunities where this price has been seen. Maybe more right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6. Over how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months or whatever. 8 months. So just maybe 7. I don't fucking know. Just fuck off. Honestly, my point right now is like this is
so kind.
It's a strong coin. You can kind of see if you were to look at this like a wedge, you could see a bullish wedge or whatever, but the trend's there from all the way back on this one. I don't know. I just think it's going to respect this point right here. Again, the only way I think that you see anything lower is a serious crash in the market. But if you're tired of fucking around with meme coins and you can't find one to hold on to or a community that you like, just go back to the basics, and Bonk's going to be one of those, safer bets in my opinion. So another coin I want to take a look at is Myro. This is one that was the first coins that I looked at. What's good?
I said, ooh, Myro.
Yeah.
decent back
It was
then.
one of the first ones I took a look at. One of the first ones that I got like a nice return on. I had like my 10x. This was the first one of the run on this coin, and it was just like a picture perfect like call out. And I just believe that this coin will continue to do that because it's a big coin. It's got it's definitely down from its all-time highs, but you're at 68.8 million on the market cap. You got 53,174 holders on this coin. This is the name of the founder's dog. That stuff plays a big role when cycles come back around with meme coins. Dogs being the alpha, cats being the alpha, Pepe Verse, Matt Fury, all of that stuff being the alpha. It's not like a bad idea to take a look here because when I called this out at 4 cents, we ran this up to 44 cents or something like that, 40 some cents, and we sold it all the way off to 22 and emptied our bags right here. We're setting up for the same exact thing right here. So if you have a longer term, vision with some of your money, if you got like $100, you're not sure if you want to go all in right here, throw 25, throw 50 in there. But what I suggested to Dan, and he was already doing this, is when you have your wallet, make new accounts, just write in there, this is my Myro wallet. Like decide, write it down on here. All right, I'm only going to put up to X amount of dollars in here. These are my buying opportunities. All right. So I put 25 in at $6. Find some way to organize it online. Just keep track with them. So when it gets like really, really excited, everybody gets really fucking greedy again, and the market goes crazy and Bitcoin dominance comes down, you see everything running up and new coins come off. Like you can remember, like I'm sitting on my hands. I'm going to let this shit do its magic. I'm not going to sell out of positions early because like, imagine if you did that here to jump onto the next 17 fucking stupid ass Myro with whatever coins. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna lose opportunity left and right. So by doing this, you can focus on like your what you're invested into. You can join the spaces, and that they set the tone, in my opinion, on Solana. Like meme coins having spaces and community events, and it was one of the guy, Dr. Roboto or something. I forget his fucking name, to be honest with you. I think it was Dr. something. It was like a Dr. Crypto guy. He was pretty popular in the space, whatever. He was holding these spaces, and like that's how I learned how to hold a community space for a coin and how to get people involved into it and talk about like, hey, how'd you hear about this coin? Why'd you buy into it? Where's your conviction come from? And if you start seeing that across the board, it's like, yo, you got a solid community. Like, let this, go up and down. Let it fluctuate like it's supposed to. This is a meme coin, right? Like, we can't get too upset if we see these runs, but you have to respect, like, yo, this coin has been around. It's not going anywhere. It's made some solid, what's it called? Community members and people involved with it to the point, like, hey, we're still talking about it. There's 53,000 people holding on to this bag. Like, nobody's up in it. You know what I'm saying? But they're holding on to it. 53,000 people are holding on to one silly little coin. So this might be a dead coin, but this is opportunity in my eyes. This is clear as day. You've hit 5 cents. It's bouncing here. You've seen it here and here. Yes, you're going down. Does it go lower? Potentially. But again, didn't I just say throw 25 in here, give it a week? If it goes down again, throw another 25. If it goes up to fucking 10 cents, you can be like, fuck, I wish I would have put 50. You know what I mean? Like, but then you can average in with that play. You can figure out ways to do that. But this honestly is like one of those coins where it's like, I don't see it being talked about. I don't see it being chilled. But every now and then, that's when these coins kind of go silent. But what I'm looking for straight up is if you can get this to go flat or at least start to change direction, start filling these gaps, 1, 2 levels all the way up through, and you start to look back here. So if this is what I call traffic all the way through here, you just draw a line and you see like, all right, where would the biggest challenges be? Like this one probably is a good spot to look at. Pew! It looks like a lightsaber. All right, so I don't know how this turned into a fucking TA space, guys, but congratulations, this happens.
Hey man, look, you just gotta roll with it. That's all.
So I don't do shit fucking technical or professional. I do stuff like this, and this is the best way I can kind of tell you guys to chart.
Does it make you want to like throw something if I tell you that I've never in my life charted for meme coins and I do everything out here intuition and gambling?
No, not at all. Because like that's fine. That's part of the way that I get into things. I just see opportunity, and I'm like, yo, my gut's telling me to take a closer look into this and why and how I can explain it to somebody other than just saying like, oh, I think it's gonna be a good bet. Like it feels right. This just shows why it feels right. So you have like the technical and fundamental aspect, I guess. Like you don't have to. And there's a million people out there that say you can't chart them. I'm like, well, then how are you going to tell me this call out on February 4th or February 2nd at 4 cents to 44 cents wasn't a good call? Like you can't tell me I didn't see that coming. Like
There's an art to being able to explain it to others. I think it's like a patience level you have to be able to teach it. I don't have it. You thank God you do, but I do not.
It's from this bad boy right here. This was months of me spending time by myself, isolated to teach myself. And then when I see other people like Nate from Blowfin, I print out more documents. I saw Dan do it, and I was like, good call. And let me just read this on my downtime. And it's like, I studied to the point where I can go to Thanksgiving dinner and be like, family, listen, you have a bank account? Cool. Let me start there. And that's how I start the whole conversation to be able to teach. And if I can explain it to somebody else, then it reaffirms my conviction. It reaffirms what I see. And it also challenges the perspective of others where maybe I didn't see that. And like, that's why I continuously do it. Because it's like, I don't know, that's what I want to talk about. I can't have this conversation with 99% of the people outside because they're still fucking whatevering their life away.
Kudos to you for wanting.
This is the way I do it. I find it basically a table where you're like, all right, if it breaks through here, you're gonna kind of bounce on top of here. So it breaks through that, breaks through here. You can see every other spot where this was able to be like, all right, let's go back up. Let's go back up. Let's just get over above this line, and we'll start to cook a little bit. So we're at, that would be, what's it, 9 cents. So let's just say 10 cents to be safe. We get past 10 cents, you're gonna probably start seeing a little bit more trajectory. Probably seeing the market turn a little bit. But the more important thing is this rocket right here is what leads the way. If you do not put a rocket on your chart, it's not going to happen. And the other thing that I try to teach people.
I was so in serious mode. And then he just had to add that. Like I was learning, I was locked in. And then there he goes and derails us. Dan, just so you know, he derailed us the other night too. And I just want to, for the record, it was not us. It was definitely SMS the entire time. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my point was you need to make sure that you put a magnet on here because if the rocket loses steam, the rocket is made out of metal. It will pull the rocket up and pull the price.
I don't think that tracks. It really doesn't make sense in TA.
This is what I learned with trading NFTs. You look at pictures. If you like the picture does well. So just screenshot this for research, and we'll leave this up here, and we'll keep it moving to the next coin.
I have, for the record,
can pull rocket ship.
Yeah, I've lost every single leverage trade that I didn't put a rocket and magnet on. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Alpha of the day.
So I gotta put the magnet and the rocket ship. Got it.
I hope that you guys have rocket ship stickers at some point to put on your notebooks.
Dude, I should get a little rocket right here, like pew pew pew.
What was this coin called again that we were just talking about?
This is Myro. Look at Dan about to load 20 fucking soul into this.
About to load money in it. Look at this guy, dog.
You're like, what should I load my bags up? This is literally an option. This is Myro. I didn't put it down.
MYRO?
MYRO. Let me hide this. I have this is the thing I was talking to you in the backstage about. I need to get better at this one. But it should be at the bottom of my list, but I used to cover this one all the time. Bang. Myro. All right, so the next one we're going to take a look at is Dog with Hat. I think people are sleeping on this because of personal reasons, reading too much into the timeline. One thing I got to say, guys, is step away from the fucking timeline and take a look at the big picture with a lot of this stuff. It looks so much more clear than believe in somebody's antics. Like, look at the respect on this price right here. Like, that's nice to see. Yeah, a little bit of a downtrend, but stability right here. You're not getting lower lows. You had a little bit of a lower high, higher lows right here, so you were uptrending. This sold off with the market, came across here, a little bit of a sell-off. I mean, you had a lot of hype going into this coin. This was like broadcasted on news everywhere. I remember covering this back right around here, looking at it, and people were talking about this guy. I said, even if this was wasn't an accident, And like hypothetically, let's just imagine this person bought that much worth of this coin. Every little spike up here, this person is dramatically richer. Every single one of them. And that's just from holding on to his fucking bag. Because look how it went. Like, could you imagine like how much that would be? I mean, I know it's probably one of those whatever EVMs. I don't exactly understand them. But it's basically when a bot goes, there's a giant sell just to take instant profits. But either way, look at the breakdown on here. Yeah, you had a bull flag, pendant, whatever. That sold off. You had one of these crazy things happen right there. Nobody thought this would break this high right there. That would never happen. It was crazy to think that that could happen. This was early in the year before we saw all the excitement and money flowing in. We still have downside, but what I see across the board with a lot of these main coins, and that's why I'm leading with these, not a lot of the newer ones, to be able to show you this, is you have them finding support. You're finding stability in a meme coin, which is, I mean, as volatile as they are, you zoom out on the 4 hours here, you can see what I'm saying. Like, this is basically just going in a channel, so supporting itself right here, like your lows, whatever the hell is $1.30 something, $1.40. So I don't know. This could be, again, another opportunity, because if this does hold here, if this does uptrend, you're looking for this to go back up to the $3-4 range, take profits, whatever you got to do, ride the rest of the way up. Now, there's other coins in here that I do not think are doing this, that do not have the same kind of speed and stamina. So I've started to remove some of those coins off. Just don't need to talk about them any longer. But one coin.
When?
Go ahead. If you guys ever need to interject, I talk a lot. I'm used to doing this shit by myself, so just tell me shut the fuck up, and I'll take a second, smoke some weed, and drink some water.
Could never be
every minute and a half, just be like, Sean, stop talking.
Yo, shut up for a minute, right? Thanks.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I can only say
whoa. I said damn. I gave damn privileges here. Let's just take it.
Said that was in Lobesy's. I heard it in Lobesy's voice in my head. That's the only way I can hear that. Shut the fuck up and send it. Like I hear it in Lobesy's voice.
I don't know.
It's so bad. Anyways, what's happening with when? Like WEN.
Nothing. We're going to talk about JLP. We're not going to look at that one right now.
He said no again. For the record, I've asked 2 questions, and he knows.
No.
I have it written down right here.
Wait. He did get the bonk, though. You wanted to know bonk, and he did get the bonk, so it's only one.
That's it, I guess. My God, it's the Sean show. Dan, tell him.
Sorry, I was just looking at this Bitcoin chart.
Bitcoin chart, baby.
When he starts talking, I just open up the chart, throwing little longs, little shorts.
Yeah, you guys gotta look at the chart.
All right, so JLP, this is Jupiter Perpetual Liquidity Pool. Dan, this is something you probably want to pay attention to, because you trade perpetuals. So this is what gives the ability for you to do the longs and shorts, so it covers those positions. This is what fills the bank, so to speak, with that. As you can see, since I've called this coin out back again in February right here, it's been nothing but up. Every correction, it instantly corrects itself, because this has 5 coins inside of this liquidity pool. It has Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and then it has USDT and USDC, which are 2 stables, which will always support this coin. So regardless of the way of the market, like you can just see bottom left, top right, this has moved over time in the positive direction. This is like the index of meme coins. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, because how this thing has performed. I've been talking about this for so fucking long, and it's only since right about here people started really focusing on that, because this is Jupiter. Jupiter is what people use to do a lot of their swapping with their tokens in general, and Jupiter has their own token. But this is for perpetuals. This is for the liquidity pool for that. They use the best tokens, the top 3 for to fill it out, and there's different percentages the way that it's broken down. You can find all of this on Jupiter's website. But once I saw this show, I was like, I'm just going to throw money in this and let this just cook, and just like never, ever look at it, because why would you? Like, even if it goes down, you can just draw a line where it's like, all right, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Like, when it goes, like when you see it going down, the market's really doing, like, it's really adjusting, but people are going to bet on the market going down. So this will continue to run up based on your bets going down. That's how it's able to have this. Plus, it has stable coins in it. So you're constantly running into that point where this is just supporting itself on the way up. It's a wild coin to see, but it's something I think people should take notice on. It's JLP. Jupiter liquidity pool or Jupiter liquidity perpetual pool, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But take a look.
What about the XRP one? Have you guys seen? Do you know what I'm talking with that?
Yeah, I've seen XRP. Well, let's just stick with the Solana coins real quick, and then we can
Why
get to
is he denying again? Oh my god, damn!
because the way like we do this, we run through all of these Solana meme coins, and then we go through the NFTs, and then we go through the speculation on the market. And I go through my show the way that I've organized this, like I don't know, 4 days ago. That's why.
Fair enough. Carry on. Questions at the end. I'll hold my question.
I mean, I have when coin and XRP. I have that written down here. Definitely take a look into them, but I kind of just want to stick on this. If there's any Solana coins you have, let's pull them up.
XRP in like ages.
My mom talks about XRP. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a boomer coin.
It is.
Here's another example of this one kind of respecting the market, kind of showing you the same kind of thing where it's holding this price, it's holding support here. This is Jupiter's coin. This is the airdrop. I sold some here. I sold some here. And I sold some on the way up here. No, where's right here? Right about $1. And then I was out. I was like, I don't care because this took so long and it was so boring. And then this just gave like after this shot up right here, like everybody really just thought this was gonna like die because it just, I don't know, something about this coin went down. But since then, what's that?
I sold a lot when I was at the top highs. I was just like, what's gonna do anything?
Yo, where did Dan go? He disappeared.
He did disappear.
Bye, Dan. Oh, here he is. He's back.
Wow.
Yo, what happened, dog?
Bro, you kicked me off.
I did not. I've been literally.
I believe it. He's a bully. He morally did.
Kick off real
Yeah.
quick. He's like,
How am I? Akami, you're on my team. I'm just not denying that. Anyway. So anyway, this is Jupe. It's something I think that is worth taking a look at, especially again at this point. I think these are opportunities to get into these coins with the market the way they are. They're bouncing off of these price points where there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of reasons to see bullish sentiment here. If the market goes down, yeah, everything's going down. But again, if we just kind of go sideways until the fall or whenever things kind of heat up again, these are not bad plays. Jupiter is going to continuously, in my opinion, do well. It might take cycles. Like this might just be where you kind of see it like Bonk did. You had all of those little like spikes up there. This might just be one of those positions where it's going to load up again, fill this top right there and go higher. So keep an eye on these ones. Those are something to take a look at. And I want to go down to just name a couple before we get to the last, and then we'll switch gears a little bit. But there's Slurf, Nub, Boom, Book of Meme. All of these are like really, really well. Oh, Ponky at 28 cents is a definite buy in my opinion. We'll just take a look at this because it's worth talking about.
Bonky?
Mm-hmm.
No, Ponky. Ponke. Yeah, that's a definite buy.
Ponky is I like this coin a lot. It was up like 40, 50 cents or something like that, maybe even higher than that. Yeah, 60, 70. Right here is really, really nice because it was doing this little boom, boom, like pulsing its way up, and then it made this nice run up there. I missed this one, and I said if it comes back down here, I'd like to get in. So I'm honestly going to be looking into a position for this one around here. All of these coins, again, I think are at good points where they're bouncing. Do we get some downside? Possibly. Don't throw the whole clip. But again, Ponky, 153.2 million, 56,463 holders on here. About to be another one. I like Bonky at this price point, and just don't throw your whole clip on there. Just average yourself in, up or down, whatever you got to do. Harambe, I think it's a sleeper. We'll take a look at this chart just to see why. Mew, that one got a listing, I think, on Coinbase or something like that, so I think that's a bullish coin to get into. Looks like there was a nice move on Harambe, though. Let's see kind of what the chart says.
Harambe.
Dude, I just feel like it's a sleeper just because of the name. Yeah, dude, this is 100% an entry, in my opinion. Because, like, look at all of these higher price points. Like, anything right here you can kind of tackle. It's been supporting this since April right here, and we're still in that same point. And you see these tops right here, not too far away from that. So, like, if there is downside, you still have some support kicking in. Let's throw a do we have a gorilla we can put up on this guy?
The gorilla, let's go.
Dun, dun, dun. There we go. This guy's good. If your favorite charter guys aren't doing this for you, they don't care about you. Wait, did I kick somebody out? No. Okay.
Nah, I don't know. She's from somewhere.
I just keep moving the camera, so I feel like I'm gonna give you guys motion sickness.
What?
You're good. All right. Well, I can't put this up. Anyway, you guys get the hint. Harambe, 14.6 million, 15,546 holders on here. Harambe, dicks out for Harambe. There's no other way to say it.
It's off your home, bro.
All right. Next coin. Mumu. I like this coin. I've never held this coin. I just like the coin. I want to talk about it.
I think I got into Mumu because of Max, because she like posted like every other like minute about it, and I just bought like some. It's been
She was bull posting on it. I saw this from a couple of different people pretty early. I just didn't. I was in other positions, so like I'm not like all of these coins I'm talking about, guys. I'm not into them. I only have 3 positions open right now with like coins that I like for the long term. So I'm not one of those people that just like buys and like holds on forever with these coins, like or like keeps buying all these coins. I just look. I don't got an infinite money glitch. I just buy into what I need to. I try to like the people I've learned in this space, bro. Like they told me to take profit when you need to or when you find opportunity. Like when I see people upset about like the price action, but then I have a pocket full of cash where I can like go on a vacation. I'm like, you're the same opportunity I had, man. Like I don't know. There's etiquette. There's ways to like maximize your profit by selling. You can full clip it if you want to too. I used to tell people like, I personally don't care. Your trading is not going to affect mine unless you're a whale. Like, yeah, you're going to affect the chart. But if there's enough people in that community, like I still should have that time on my side.
With that being said, do you ever look at the wallet holders when you make those
I do
decisions?
from time to time because I used to just kind of like hate on it because just mentality from like background is like pocket watching is like a bitch made move. And like I don't have respect for that. But at the same time, and this is a different game we're playing and having different tools and like the transparency of the blockchain gives you an advantage. So like that's something that low key I've been learning and looking into. I have a couple people that I follow that have been kind of giving me the alpha on like different bots that you can use for wallets and stuff like that. But there's some tools that are open out there for free. There's people that are come out and be like, get my NFT. We got all the tools. Fucking just do your own research with it. And like, that's something that we're going to be kind of digging into. So there's some more alpha of the day. Tracking wallets isn't a bad move. We have copy trading available with Bofin. And there's a couple people on there that's where it like reignited that thought of like, hey, if we can do this here, it wouldn't be a bad idea to track this and keep like a wallet live. But I know that there's some people that with NFTs heating up, they're worth taking notice. But yeah, it's something that I've considered. I just personally, I haven't really.
Have you set up any copy trades on Blowfin yet?
No, I want to do that with some like the demo money and like kind of just do a couple different things to see the options because I haven't been really trading on there in the last basically since work, which is fucked up, right? I didn't work, so I'm not trading on Bluff. Anyway, all right, look at moving real quick, guys. Like you see this breakout right here, where this thing went to fucking orbital zones out here. It kind of made its high right there and has trended down sideways, whatever you want to call it. But it's not too bad of a zone. You zoom in, it looks a little bit uglier, but you have a bottom here. That's the same August 5th dip, and then we bounced, and you honestly just barely making a little bit of a. It's basically the same. I'm not going to say it's higher or lower. It's skimming at the bottom again. You're going to look to see this thing fill this gap. It's done it a couple times. It's tested this position. So once you get over this hump, you should start seeing yourself moving or moving your way back up. Like right over here where this breakout was at this point to hit this right there. Same exact point right here is the same exact point all the way over here months later. So keep that in mind. It's prevented you from breaking out here as well and a couple other spots. So you just take a look at this stuff, guys. Like it's on the charts. I don't make it up. I can't. Because it's fucking there, and it's just the way it goes. But it looks good. I like the entry on these coins and stuff I've been looking at throughout the day, and I've seen it across the market. So I thought it was worth talking about. This is something I used to cover every day or every 3 day or every other day when I would do these live streams because these coins, man, like it looks dead, looks like it's dying, no activity. Put like a little bit of rainy day money into this, forget about it, and see what happens. I think that. This one's not going away either. It fits into the Matt Fury, the Pepe. It has all of that kind of look People love the coin. It's got the plushies. Imagine it going much higher. What is that now? 97 million, 97.9 million, 55,434 holders on here. I don't know. Like, you do your own research when it comes to that. But a couple other notables, and then we'll get out of here. As far as meme coins, unless you guys wanted to take a look at anything specifically, let me know at the end of this list. We got Retardio, Brainlit, Kobe, Fwog, Kin. That's a long-term hold. It wouldn't even. That's not a meme coin, Kin. That's something that you can use to tip with. We've talked about that. Zorp is a smaller community. Something to take a look at. Lower cap and the Juju, Goo, whatever the fuck. I don't. I still don't. I can't. We're gonna take a look at this chart real quick.
Talk about Retardio.
Retardio.
What about it?
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Well, you told me no the rest of my times, so I'm just checking. Okay, but can we talk about Retardio? What's going on with that? Because someone said it was tanking, and then they're having a space with Balls and Bobby right now.
Well, let's take a look at it real quick. All right, so this is Goo. The chart right here is still respecting the trend right here. I like that. It filled the gap right here. Typically see a cup and handle. This broke down a little bit more than I would like to see on a breakout. This could potentially just send from this point up here. You're at 210,000 for the market cap and 905 holders, which isn't bad. You're still very early for an entry with this coin. I think that this has some longer legs. I think that it continues through here. If you do break down through here, it's going to be hard to see, but it is a CTO. They're going to want to see success with this coin, so keep your eyes on this one again. I did some TikToks with it. It's got some eyes on it. As far as that goes, that typically is a bullish sign when you see people just kind of looking for what's trending, what's been out, what's new, so they can get early positions established. And you have top 10 holders with 32%, kind of high. You want to see it around 20 or lower, but it is what it is. It's a meme coin. It just came out. People are going to take profit. They're probably going to want to see this hit $1 million. $1 million from right now is a 5x. So just take that into consideration if you're looking for an entry. A 5x on $25, that gives you a nice entry for another position on one of these other ones we just talked about. If you don't see the long-term vision with this, like, you can throw that into bonk. That's how you recycle your meme coin profits into other coins. Run it up, throw it into something you can't, like, that is going to be around, and you don't got to sweat it. Boom, you're out of that. But you want to take a look at Retardio, lady?
Yeah, I'm double listening to a space on Retardio's.
Dude, I'm going home.
It's hurting my brain.
Well, can you put your phone up to the speaker so we can all take part of that as we take
out here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, starting tomorrow.
Let's
Starting
listen,
tomorrow.
team.
So much.
Yeah.
And I have no fucking regrets. I'm still going, bitch. I just heard
This is it.
I did not like it.
All right, we can't continue listening to that.
Wait. We just said it was lit. What are you talking about?
That is ridiculous. That is absolutely outrageous.
We went up in viewers from that. Put that back on, please.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. You guys are drama queens.
Fucking coins in this
So
one. I've not scrolled down the bottom, dude.
We just went up one more person when you come back.
Yeah.
Just because, like, the amount of, like, I just had to spend like 30 seconds scrolling to the bottom. Fuck you, dude. That's bullshit. Anyway,
This looks like a buy.
let the bidding begin. Belogi, I will take the hand up as a sign to bid. So, like, if you don't want to fucking bid, also, if you bid and you cannot afford the bid, it will be very fucking embarrassing. It'll be extremely embarrassing. Like, extremely embarrassing.
They're so
Anyway,
Can we say that they would get be rude, to say the least?
At the very least, they would not only it would be quite the disgusting beavering, but let the bidding begin. It's slightly above market price, which I bought it for 15.5. So let the bidding begin at 16 Solana. I see Belogi has taken that bid. That's already great.
Yes.
Thank you, Belogi. All right, we're gonna be fucking, I guess, bumping it up. We'll go.
Lady, pay attention. Cut it.
I'm
We're out. No more. No mas.
It was ridiculous. It hurts my brain cells.
Yeah, that was bad. That was
God,
bad.
the drama behind the coin.
So as far as the coin, if you're looking at it for an entry, this looks like a good point because it's catching right where it broke out before, and where you have some resistance right here, resistance right here. If it keeps bouncing there, you're good. But again, you can go back all the way down to here and find an even better entry point. I don't think Retardio is going anywhere, to be completely blunt honest with you. There's too much lore. It's fucking Retardio. This could be the entry of fucking the bull run for this coin. So it's a good call out to be straight up with you. Shout out to Lady for this one.
I don't have any, but I'll look for entry.
Don't listen. Like, this is where I say, like, turn down the volume on the spaces and shit, and like do your own research into this. Yeah, there might be the technical or the fundamental side where their internal team or whatever is really falling apart, or whatever the case is, or the community's falling apart for whatever reason. There's a lot of factors that go into those kind of things. But overall, if you're just looking at numbers and chart and volume and stuff, it's down. It's on this the same like concept as this is the same shoe as it was in July as it is today. It's just at a different price point than it's been in between that time. The shoe hasn't changed. It's still the same, pair of Nikes. So you just have to look at it like that. Like, some people aren't going to like their shoes anymore. They're going to be like, nah, something else. Like, they just switch it up. That's how people are, especially this fucking space. You got like the attention span, like myself. I'll probably be looking at something else and be like, Fog, and gone.
Fog is going crazy today, though.
You want to take a look at it?
Fog should be a buy.
Don't twist my arm, guys. We'll definitely take a look at it.
I was actually just looking at it.
I've been talking about this shit for fucking a week and a half. I just fell in love with the coin. Like, I was looking at the shit and I saw this one. I was like, man, I heard this caught out with the Bodogos and the doghouse. I heard it here, heard it there. I was like, there's got to be something more to this. And I bought in, bro. Like, my entry was right down here.
Oh, jeez.
I called it out, bro. Like, I literally post this shit like, hey, like, again, I look at stuff like just it's going across the bottom. It's bouncing off of this price point right here. If this is going to make the move, this is going to be where the move is made. And the story behind this, which I didn't know, was the artist got basically scammed out of it, and then they just reignited the support for him, and it took off in a crazy way because the dude's a Fog goat. Like, he's literally one of the better artists I've ever seen. The memes have a very similar feature. Sure, we'll look at them if you guys want to. They have a very similar feature to, the Pepe kind of stuff, but it's just its own thing. It kind of reminds me of Gumby a little bit, and, like, it's just so funny. Like, I love this meme more than anything. That's why I put my fucking little... Dude, look, watch. I'm not even kidding, guys. I love this meme. Watch this dude. Doop. Fog. Fog.
And I've not seen a Fog penis, so that's, like, super bullish.
What?
You've not seen the Pepe penis? Oh my god, I know you have.
Bro, that thing's wild.
It's
You're not passing the vibe check.
Fine, Google it up.
Bro.
You brought up fucking XRP. We're talking about good stuff. You're like, you seen this penis? No.
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
It really is.
I haven't seen it. It's not
You
everywhere.
gotta clean up your
I'm gonna
timeline.
send it to you now. That's
I'm not-
a bummer.
Do you know?
I'm good. We can
I'm gonna
pass.
send you the balls version of the Pepe too.
Pause version, no.
Yeah. So, you're seeing a trend here: Retardio, penis, ball, XRP. What's going on, lady? Do you need to talk about how was the motivate or mental health
My
Monday
mental
space?
health.
Let's
How was
revisit
my
that.
mental health space? It was good. It was a good space.
What did we talk about? Because I think we need to unravel or unwrap this here.
What you're talking about. I'm a full degen, so I will make no apology for my degen levels. If you haven't seen Pepe Penis, that's on you, bro, for not being in the lore. So that is what I'm sticking to. And I'm saying it with my chest. And I'm about to send you guys Pepe Penis and Pepe Balls version.
Enjoy, guys.
Induction.
Yo, where's the boot button at?
Make me come back on camera and flip you off.
Hold on, I'm going to vlog stuff because that's the stuff that really matters around here. So no, we haven't seen that, but this is my background or my banner right now because that's just a vlog on the universe. Look at it. I want this picture right there. I want
Yo, do it. Make your own version of it, like graffiti style, dog.
Yo, I have a skateboard I started working on over top of like one thing, and I have a canvas because like I like this thing so much. I was like, yo, this is my favorite. Oh, I'm saving this one. Like as soon as I see them, I just save it. I don't think anything else. It goes right on my desktop, and I got more. Like, look at this stuff, dog. Like, this is the best meme.
Oh, that's pretty. Yo, that's Goku with the spirit bomb right there.
Bro. Flogging on another level.
Fog bomb, bro.
This is my best call out, honestly, of this whole run. Like, look at it. It's cute. It's perfect. It's flogging. You post one picture of flog, and it gets the most traction. This is one of my favorites right here. Look at them all. Look at all the little flogs.
Bro.
Look at all the little fogs. Go ahead and show them.
Go see what she sent, dog.
I'm not clicking on whatever she had.
Do it. Come
There's
on.
no way. There's not a chance. I mean, you're not messing up my timeline. I got flogs on lock. Look, cooking.
It's not that
Cooking.
bad, though.
Cooking.
It's a type of flog.
It's
This is the only flog I want to see.
not wrong, though. It's a frog. It's just called Pepe.
You're lucky I can't find the balls rendition of it.
The balls is
You're
weird.
so fucking lucky I didn't see that.
Yeah, you're fucking lucky I didn't see it either. I said boot you out of here. Look at that one. This one's good. I like the sun. All of these. I did a tattoo of this, like a noir tattoo, which is kind of cool. This one I have not seen. Holy shit. Let me say this one real quick, and then we'll get on to some other stuff. This might be my new background.
It's pretty
That's
tight.
pretty solid. I like that one.
Dude, the art this guy has is just... I don't understand how he does it. So, like, how? Like, look at these dudes. This one's good. All right, so you guys get the hint. I'm pretty bullish on the flogs. And for good reason, the chart looks tremendous. I mean, almost at 100 milli. And pew, it tapped it, didn't it? No, not quite. But it's on its way up there. Pretty easy to see that one. But yeah, let's switch it up, guys. That's enough meme coins for today. I do want to take a look at some NFTs. There has been some new shit that came out that I have not seen, and I'm kind of curious about it. I don't know if you guys have looked at it or paid attention to it, but the Uni Puppets, that's one. Let me refresh this just to make sure everything's up to date. But the Uni Puppets, I saw them. I saw the call out late, so I just didn't even consider answering. I don't know how well they're gonna do. It seems like a meme coin NFT again.
I hope that Jesus was because of the tag.
Oh, so they're even higher. So what I saw on that 0.8, you could have been up 0.3 right now off of these fucking things. I don't know anything about them.
I don't know anything about them either, but I've seen them.
I saw them like showed about the Ubu token or something like that. But they've been nothing but been doing good. I mean, Frog Honest is the craziest NFT for me to understand. This has been in the top 10, I feel like, longer than any of these other NFTs. Maybe not Mad Lads, but I'm willing to say out of the top 10 NFTs, Frog Honest and Mad Lads and D-Gods all have, and the SMBs. Did I click on something? Fuck.
Yeah.
I did not mean to do that. Hold on, let's go back.
What the heck is it?
Oh, I did click on that. That just took that long. Jesus Christ. I can't be doing this, bro. My connection's dying. These flogs are fucking flogging up the system.
Flogs are taking over, man.
We should stuck with flogs. All right, look at these things. They're terrible. Holy fuck. They're going to go up to like 10 sol probably.
They're going to go up to 10 sol, but it's funny, bro, because I didn't like the art. That's right.
Yeah, I'm like, this is one of those things where it's like enticing to get into early. I don't want to be someone's X liquidity 1, 2. It's like you can gamble with that if you got the gamble money, but it's a meme NFT. That's all. It's just gonna do the retardio thing, probably, right? Or something similar to it.
Probably. I imagine so.
All right, so we have SMB up here in number 2. That's pretty obvious. 24 sold for that doesn't seem like a bad idea. If we take a look at this in monetaries, money is. How do I switch that? Can I do that? I want to see it in dollars. I don't. What do you guys think about that? Do you think dollars makes a difference for people that are watching and like buying and selling?
Like dollars instead of like the crypto amount?
Yeah.
Not really.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I think the dollars only really matters for the normies.
Yeah, facts.
You think so? I'm just curious because, like, well, I just froze my computer. I'm curious because oh no, that did work, didn't it? Yeah. So look, I feel like if people see the dollar amount next to it over the Solana amount, they might make better investment or trading decisions for their dollar over the hype and the allure of trading Solana and crypto.
To some people, probably, but
Yeah, like I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like it's a conversation that could be had, but it goes both ways. I'm just curious your guys' takes on it. I prefer Solana. I do like to see it in USDC, but I feel like for normies especially, they like to see it in dollar amount. But once they understand how to do that transition from like sold to dollar, it gets a little easier.
It might be smooth. Yeah, it might be smoother for them.
Yeah. But I was just curious. So the next one, Morganas again. What's up, lady?
As an ETH maxi, like when
Oh, you're an ETH maxi? I had no idea. What are those?
Deep into,
what are ETH maxis?
Shut up.
Hold on. Let's get into this. Hold on. Tell us about what ETH maxis do.
You know what? Solana was for the poors before it became all of our bags. Thank you very much. But I'm just saying, like, it became to the point where we gauge things.
Yo, when's the last time somebody was excited about Ethereum?
Only in ETH. First of all, there's a shit ton along Ethereum, but we used to get only like engage in things only in ETH terms and not.
How was your Solana summer, Ethereum people going to all this?
No, I'm just saying, people that are real DJs.
You guys are LARPing at Solana fucking like enjoyers.
I will fight all of you.
Yo, I bet the girls talk will be doing better on Solana.
Oh, fuck you. That's such a sensitive subject. You know what?
That's because girls live on ETH.
Watch it grow. I'm just saying, you're going to be sidelined. Don't come at me when it becomes a thing. And I told you so.
It's going to 1 billion, dog.
All right, guys, on the low, just pack your bags and we'll just keep talking shit.
Those are the worst. All right, I got to go, though, for real. But this was a great time. GN loves.
GN.
Thanks for coming. Take care.
No, she's out.
Yeah.
Cry. I should probably go to bed at some point.
You guys can if you need to. No more dick talk. No more. No. I wanted to get into this. So the Froganas, that's something that's always been. I'm not sure how. I talk to 404 all the time, and something I probably should bring him on as a guest or something like that, so we can dig into this a little bit more and see what's going on with this project. It's always been up there, and it's interesting to me. The one that really took the stage for me was Herman's. I've never heard about this. I have no idea what the fuck's going on there, so I'm going to circle back to that. But Mad Lads at 60, they're up a little bit. We got D-Gods at 27. They should probably be fucking higher. Fuzzy D-Gods, I want them to stay there because I am kind of targeting an entry at 5 Sol. I want to have like a nice rack of doggos and a collection of D-Gods. I think that would be a power play going forward with a lot of upside potential on those. Blinks, I was going to buy at 3 and then went even down lower into the 2s. I didn't know much about them. I just saw the potential. They came down in price, but they're at 6 right now. Still not a bad buy, I guess. I don't know exactly. I'm going to do a full review on Blinks because I know nothing.
I will catch you all later.
So now I'm going to drop that on YouTube. You out of here, Pimp?
Yeah, bro. I'll catch you later.
All right, take care.
All right, take it easy, bro.
The next one, Fuzzy D. Okay, we just talked about that. Blanks. Retardio Cousins. I do believe that these come back. Whatever's going on might be internal. Whatever's going on is honestly just giving opportunity. There's so many diehard fucking Retardio fans out there. I don't think that this goes away.
Yeah.
This is kind of just it solidified itself as part of the meta, and like it's just not going away. I don't believe it. It might go down tremendously low, but I still think that this one has time to run. No idea what Star Atlas Crew's little CF NFT is doing at all. Probably some kind of gaming thing. Famous Fox Federation is an absolute fucking disgrace at 4.9. It's a buy. This used to be a stable between 30 to 40. I swear to God, bro, this always used to be a stable coin and NFT.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude, it was wild. They had some of the best utility. I think part of what kind of killed that is the SBL tokens used to be traded on Famous Fox Federation's platform.
Okay.
Because like they have, let me pull it up for you real quick so you can take a look. I haven't been on the site in so long because there's just been no need to with like all the tools that have been made, but there's nothing wrong with them. Like, let me pull it up. Famous Fox Federation. They had a token market, and then they had a couple other things that were pretty cool that like just other NFTs couldn't do. With SBL 404s, a lot of that tech that was built is kind of there's not a huge need for it anymore. Personally, well, not personally, just straight up. Like you don't need all the tools that they offer, which kind of killed them, unfortunately. But I don't think that there's any reason that the collection itself and that community couldn't be at a higher floor price just out of respect for it. I don't know. I just feel like it's just disgrace, that low. I don't know why it's not loading up, but the OGs know what I'm talking about. It's just there's so many reasons why they deserve to be like kind of where the Mad Lads or like D Gods or something like that should be. It's just I don't know. I don't own one, but this would be something if you have the bread and you want to hold on to a Solana collector's piece, this would be it. And I do think that at some point maybe they do something cool. Damn, look at this website. This is fucking sick.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest looking ones. Maybe they need somebody like me to fucking hang out and rep them and come up and play this shit more. So yeah, this is the collection I used to own. I would like to pick up another one. These were airdrops. Like all of this stuff was like airdrops for the holders. So the old NFT meta was like you get an NFT, you hold on to it, and you get these crazy cool drops where you could sell for a whole lot of fucking money for no reason at all for the most part, because like they really serve no purpose anymore. There's lore, there's game, there's gamification, there's missions, basically reasons just to lock up your liquidity or your NFT so you don't have any liquidity for it. But these guys also came out with their loaning platform, which was really nice because they had extended loans and you could adjust them and do a different shit like that. But NFT5 became very competitive. So I think that's where they lost a little luster. And
Okay.
I don't know. It's just that not all their tools are needed. They still are one of the better projects to be invested into. They're not going away. They'll be around forever, but they deserve more respect, in my opinion. And if I had 100 soul, I would sweep the shit out of them. But straight up, I would like if I just had 100 soul where I wasn't paying, I would sweep the fuck out of them. I have 40 of them bitches, and like you'd make your soul back over a year, I would imagine. But and still have a collection of them. I would bet. But Unicornio, the next one. I'm glad I sold mine. When I did, I had a nice profit. I didn't sell it at the Pico top, but when it did start pulling back, I was like, all right, it basically treated it like a trailing stop loss. This was supposed to flip the Bodogos. I was going to sell it, buy a new Bodogo. This did not play out. Bodogos flipped them, and then they flipped back. So it did work out in the long-term scheme of things. Timing was off for the play I had. Didn't work out to my favor. But overall, I think I kind of made a break even with that situation by the profit made on that. Versus the price paid on the doggo. Galactic Geckos, these sons of bitches, I was trying to catch these around 10 to 12 soul, but they've been running up for good reason. They're a good long-term hold. You get one of these, probably never have to shop around for a PFP. These benefits of this alone from being part of their community, if you want to be in this space making a name for yourself or working for a brand or whatever, this has a lot of engagement, a lot of support for their people and their holders and the lizards in general. One of the blue chip staples of NFTs in Solana, I think the Gecko or whatever, or no, CoinGecko. CoinGecko had a PFP for a little bit of the Galactic Geckos, just throwing support out there. So they're known, they're notable, and I think that they're not something I would be able to buy right now or want to. There's price points that I have for buying into NFTs, and just I have to respect my rules. Bottom line. Pathfinders, I think it's worth a look. I haven't looked into this one, so I'm going to put this down on another one to do a deeper dive in. This is something I used to do for projects, but there just wasn't really any luster for NFT projects. But I'm going to get back into doing full reviews, so you guys can be looking forward to that. Shout out to all 151 of you guys in here. SMS, this is Dan AF. You're watching SMS Live. We're going over meme coins and NFTs. We took a look at the meme coins earlier. We had some other homies that came through causing a ruckus in here, trying to keep us off track. But we have a show that we stick to. I'm only kidding. Only reason I don't switch to stuff like XRP or the coin when is I just don't think that there's much going on with the coin when if it's the same one that I'm thinking about. It had its time to do its thing. I just don't. It's just not my radar. Bottom line, XRP, another one. It's not one of the majors we're going to talk about, but it can come up in conversation. Does it have upside potential? Yeah. If there are other opportunities, I think, that are better, but it's something to look at. I just think that, it had its pop and it'll have its growth, whatever. I don't think it's dead by any means, but after these, I'm not really going to get into them. Soul Casino, this is wild. This used to be 30, 40, 50, I think even 60. It was running with Mad Lads for a little bit for all-time high for floor price. Being at 10 is kind of crazy. Soul Casino has sports betting, has games and casino type shit. So this could be a good coin to look at if you're looking for a hold. The PFP is not bad. It's a cool looking bear. A lot of them are pretty dope looking, but that's the top 15 or so. Went over more than I was typically going to, but I think some of them are good. But so let's do the deep dive real quick. Let's take a look into what I would call doing your own research into an NFT. And we can take a look at why the fuck is Whiff still up here? My bad, homies. Get this out of the screen. Hide. All right. So I wanted to take a look at Bulldoggers just for the sake. It's at 2.87. They're on a downtrend. All of that steam kind of cooled off a little bit after everybody got their sweeps. People sold off on that sweep. So you got another buying opportunity. I do think that Easy will be working his ass off to get these up at a 20 sold floor price at some point. I feel like that makes sense. But there's a lot of other things in this area we can talk about again. These have more upside potential, probably. But we'll get into that at another point. I want to take a look at Herman's. Herman's is a new NFT. And there goes the link. I'm going to go fill this up before my cop now takes the rest of the space away from us.
Do your thing, bro. I'm pulling up Herman's on my own.
All right, let's get into this. I like the Hermans. I like the artwork. I think it's kind of cool. I have no idea anything behind it, but it seems to be getting a lot of traction. It could be the shiny new thing situation, and that tends to happen with NFTs for sure. So, what questions do you have as somebody that's new into NFTs right now for learning how to do your own research?
Oh man, I have so many. Like when you first see an NFT and you're like, all right, that looks like it's fitting the trend. It looks cool, caught my eye. Let's look at it and see what it is. When you look at it, what are you looking at besides the artwork?
So, well, I want to ask you this at first. So NFTs have a little bit of a different reason to buy them because of if you like the art, you like the PFP reason for it. That's one reason. Are you looking to trade it? You know what I mean? That's what you have to figure out. What are you buying it for?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Last time we talked about NFTs, I told you, I'm like, I don't even know what's in my wallet. I just look at it and I had money. Now I have a picture. So
Right.
You taught me how to look at the charts and how to, kind of judge the value.
So that's trading basically. There's two different reasons. So you could look. All right. So let's say Herman's right now. If you're looking to buy an NFT, determining your why is the first step. Is this, you like the artwork, you like how they look, you want to get one of these because you want to rock it as your PFP, and you want to have people see you in space, and you're just going to stick with this because you're going to be branding yourself, Daniel AF. You need to have a specific PFP that you like to stick to, whether it's going to be a Bodoggo or another project that catches your eye. So that's first things first is, why are you buying? Are you buying it because, look, these seem to be getting a lot of traction. They seem to be kind of hype right now. Is this something I should be trading? Like, look at the chart. That's catching my eye. If it's not about the art part, like the reason for PFP in it, don't fucking look at it at all. It's just straight up. Like, if you saw this in the morning and you're like, damn, this chart looks good, and it retraces back to this level, you know what I mean? Like, that's like a two soul level that looks like an entry. Under 2 soul looks like a buy. You know what I mean? That's what I would be looking for, just on a specifically trading purpose. The other thing is, I've explained this to you before, was NFTs are illiquid. So this price can skyrocket over fucking night, because let's say 100 people delist, you're at 537 listed. If 100 people delist these things, you're moving this down to right about here, right? You're getting a dramatic drop. So look how respectively that would be on the chart. So right about there, 430 right there. So go back here. So you're going to be at 430. You're going to be close to 3 sold off of listed, just off of how the chart is right now. Things can change a little bit, you know what I'm saying, with listing amounts and listed prices and stuff like that. But based off of what we have here, with about 430, you're looking at a price range from 245 to right up here at 3 sold. So it's just, you have to keep an eye on there. With Solana MFers, they typically will start to list like 0.01 soul lower, and then there's bots that kick in there. So like the price fluctuation, I think of it like, I'm not looking to make 0.1 on a trade. I'm looking to make like 0.5 or more on most of these trades. So like I have a little bit of a variation on whatever the floor is, whatever like the entry is on that end, just because like that's how I'm looking at it. So let's say, for instance, you look at this, you're like, I like this right here. There's like, this looks like a buy. If it gets back up to 3 sold right here, that's my entry. I would buy this and I would instantly list it for 2 or for 3 point whatever sold. You know what I mean? One thing you can do to look into that is the data. This is going to give you information as far as like the floor prices. Let me see why it's not fucking scrolling down. Hold on.
What site are you on right now? I see
this is Soul Sniper.
Soul Sniper. Okay.
Yeah. So what I look at for this is holder distribution and how many of these people have these. Like these could be the treasury. This could be a whale. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is what you have to contend with, and this is the thing that I don't typically like about regular SPL NFTs. 404s have liquidity back behind them, so you can see the coin being traded without a full, like you don't have to own a whole NFT, and that floor can move. You know what I'm saying? Because like if there's 1,000 traders that have half a soul worth of that coin, that's going to affect the floor price of the NFT as well. You understand what I'm saying? How the liquidity backs it. Well, with these, if this guy right here floors everything for 2 soul, there's 1,000 fucking NFTs at 2 soul, or 20 NFTs at 2 soul, because you can use a full listing and put at 2 soul. And if they bought these at 0.5 and they list them all at 2 soul, well, they create a floor that nobody can fucking get above or below once it gets to a certain point until all of those are picked up. So there's a sell or buy wall. That's a support and resistance mark, and that's where people have to sweep them together, or that's like the dangerous part about getting into an illiquid NFT, because this happens all the time. And when I talk to people about this, they like, not everybody wants to agree with it, but that's where the manipulation happens. And that's where you have to understand that this isn't a fair game you're playing against, because do you have 28 fucking like worth of soul to get to compete? No. Like most people don't have that. And like, look how far this goes down. Like you're competing against all of these people that are either buying and holding for a long time, or they're going to be selling as soon as it goes up and they get 1-2 soul profit off of it. And then at a certain point, like if you write down, I spent 10 soul at mint, I have 4 of these now, and now they're at a point right now, you know what I'm saying? Like you start looking at that, all you got to do is sell a couple. If you have a couple traits and you're just doing these for trading purposes, like if it's a special trait, that clears it out. Now everything you can list them and drop the floor down and manipulate it as much as you want to. And if people start to see enough people listing, they freak out and NFTs go quick like that, and it will just fuck up the whole thing, because that's just the way Solana people are. And I mean, it happens in Ethereum, happens with all the other retarded ass fucking blockchains that do NFTs. No offense, dude, but like really,
Yeah.
like, it's only last bull run you saw NFTs, and then every other blockchain tried to compete with NFTs. You saw Solana with meme coins after Ethereum. I'm not going to act like Ethereum didn't have meme coins. They were first, but Solana came over and really showed them like, hey, we're going to do this better because of the scalability, feeds, transactions, gas. Gas, however, is at like all-time lows as far as trading on Ethereum. So like it's nothing to shun away from. There's a coin called Geki. I really like the team. I really like that they got their logo on an F1 racer. Like, they're a dope ass fucking community. So they deserve the shout out. It's a coin that I've held. I was able to trade in and out of it when I didn't have a lot of funds and make a little bit of a bag, but it's a coin that is at a buy point. Not going to pull it up right now, but going to shout them out. But they're a good community to get into. And it's just like meme coins came out on Solana, and then you saw every single other blockchain start to come out and be like, we're going to do meme coins too. Everybody asks why I fade it. I'm like, there's no fucking reason to, if you understand how this shit happened for NFTs back in the day. It's the same thing. Like I said before, when we have bull runs, you see casino metas. Basically, it's like they're popping out new NFTs. Now the new blockchain's doing NFTs. This blockchain's starting on here. One of my boys tried to bring me, he was like, come over here and learn about these NFTs. I was like, fuck no. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, it's not a proven blockchain. I know that there's crazy upside potential, but I'm going to work with what I know works right here, because like, this is just my area. This is what I rock with. This is what I understand. There's no reason to start changing the game and add to it.
Yeah, it is good to step out of your comfort zone. It's just not good to switch up your formula.
Exactly. And like, I just have seen it with meme coins. Like, look how quick Tron went up and down. Is anybody bullish on it like they were last week? No. Are they still bullish on Solana? Yup. So like, I'm not one to like look into other blockchains like that. So again, when you look at this, you got to think like, all right, am I going to want to buy this to trade? How am I going to get into it when it comes down to this? I'm not going into other blockchains. I'm sticking with these ones. Whatever you want to do, that's your decision. But I look at this and I see that there's, holder distribution's not terrible, but it's not something where I feel like I'm going to be able to get a lot of trading. You got to look like how many are listed in between certain floor prices and stuff like that. Like, how many floor walls are there and where is that at? So that becomes something where it's probably a longer term hold. Who knows? But this is Soul Sniper. It's sniper.xyz if you want to take a look at it. But you can see that like this is a really, really quick run out. I expect this to come down in this area to be completely straight. Like right here seems like the most realistic like support zone in between here. That's 2 to basically 1 sold down from where it's at right now, in between there. And that's not uncommon to see it. You'll just see people wanting to list them to get their soul back. They might have hit something else. But if this is a good collection and it continues to run, you might see a highs close to 10, 20. Who knows how high this thing can run? I don't know anything about it. So for me seeing this, I'm kind of like, all right, the art's clean. It looks exactly like all the other animals. To be honest with you, it's nothing special. I don't see any reason that this is like different from a Bored Ape. I don't see why this is different from an OK Dog. I don't see much variation in the artwork. I don't see anything special with them. It just looks like the same old shit, just a different animal or a different creature. To be honest with you, bro, like look at it.
Yeah.
Like there's these things that let me fucking zoom in on this because this needs to be like understood a little bit more. There's a picture that has OK Dogs, OK Bears, Bored Ape, mutants, all of these fucking things. They all have the same fucking features where they all connect in the same exact areas. Their facial features, tilts, neck, headline, their clavicle bones, their jaw, their throat, every single thing lines up. Every single thing lines up. I'm not shitting you, bro. Like, this is a fucking game. Like, and if anybody disagrees with me, they're not in this game long enough to see this. I'm gonna look for this picture, to be honest with you. But all of the shit, just like the smirks, the features, the smiles, the
Yeah.
corner mouth, the tongue. Like the beards on these ones are the best ones I've seen because they're a little bit different. But like, look at the teeth. Like, look at the teeth. All right, let me see if I can find this for you because this is really funny. Okay. You hear that? That's my bedtime fucking alarm to make sure my ass gets sleep. I never listen to it.
Jeez. Bro, I stay up all night. I get up at like 5 a.m., do my little morning routine.
I get up at 5 a.m. too, but I try to get to bed by like maybe 1, 2 at the very, very latest. I got a couple things I got to do after, but I want to get into this. So this is part of like what I do for research and like look at things that I see like similarities in the market for the most part. But I gotta see if I can find this. It's baffling when you see it, you're like, oh shit, like all you got to do is basically recreate what they've done with a different animal, and it's certain traits that are just like the exact same thing, and it's their shoulders, their jaw lines. Let me see if I can find this thing, because you can't unsee it once you see it. You're like, oh, it's that the same fucking thing. And like I like NFTs, bro. I'm not hating on them, but all right. We're just gonna have to do it ourselves. So let me pull up. Should just pull up the collection, but this will work just fine. All right. Bam. All right, you see this? Like, look at the features, look at the backgrounds, how they're like nice and kind of like opaque or whatever. Like they're very, very similar, right? Like just look at the backgrounds, look at the features, the teeth, the eyes, the smirks, and let me do this. And once this loads up, I'll share this to you. And let me see if you see kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Same shit.
Same fucking shit. Like, it's stupid. It's a different animal. It's relatively this, like, look right here. See how, like, the neck feature and, like, the shoulder bones? Watch this.
It's all the same art style, for sure.
Let me see if I can find one with, like, his shoulders. You'll see what I'm talking about. But once you start seeing the similarities with them, like, they don't really excite you anymore. Like, it could be a cool project or something like that. I'm not fudding them. I don't know nothing about them. I'm just saying, like, when I look at it, I just see the same thing all over again. And it's like let's look at, okay, bears. And this is like how you should do your research. If you see something that looks similar, be like, all right, it might perform the same way. But over history, or like history shows us, like derivative stuff that looks very similar, same kind of ideas, similar backgrounds, tongue sticking out, facial features, expressions, emotions, trendy clothes, stuff like that. Like, look at what we got going on here, bro. It's the same. Like, look at the teeth.
Yeah, the same shit.
It's the same fucking thing. So you look at this price point, 3 Sol. This one, what did I just say? 3 Sol seems like to be the next resistance point. You could be able to buy it now, try to sell it for that flip. But it's like, you're not fooling anybody. One, you just got to be careful. Like, you see the shoulders right there coming across his chest right there?
Yep.
Go back over here. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's the same shit.
It's the exact same fucking thing. They just, back that up. Like, look at the shoulder line. Right here. Boom.
So yeah, basically this art style is one of the metas when it comes to NFTs.
The other thing is, you see his chest hair?
Wait.
You see little things like this. You see people, they'll bite that. Look at the chest hair on this guy. Hold on. See that?
Yeah.
See the chest hair? Isn't that funny? Literally the same exact thing.
Jeez. Is this just like is someone just going on Fiverr and saying make me some NFTs? Is that like
no,
a
look
meta?
at the big picture now. Remember when I say holders, when I say that this is a very, very controlled market. This is not a fair game that you're playing. There are whales that are competing in this that you do not know anything about. You can't touch them. You can't break through it. But when you can start to see trends like this, that is too fucking close to be a different thing or people not working together, networking. There's subliminal things that work because this is the first one that made millions of dollars for people, right? So they're using the same kind of like techniques. Like, all right, if these people are so fucking stupid that they're gonna buy something with this special crypto of a picture, and like you can physically see, or not physically, you can digitally look at this and say that is the exact same thing. All you do is fatten the neck out, put a bear's head on it, and kind of give them a little bit more fur. You're not fucking playing games around here. But then there's people that will like support this because they're their friends now. And they had this other thing that they released, which is silly as shit to me as well. And like, again, do whatever you want, but like, it just there's not much else that's. How do you fucking? Is it regular dogs? Doags? Okay, dogs. Isn't it okay, dogs? I thought that was a collection. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know where they're at. But there's a. I thought this. Maybe not. There's an OK Dogs collection. I'm not tripping. I just don't know why it's not coming up. Dogs. Are they not traded on Soul Sniper? That's weird. Anyway, that's basically what I'm trying to get at, bro. Like you see the comparison with the NFTs we looked at. So when you go into something like Herman and you're wondering, hey, should I buy this NFT? Why should I buy it? You got to look at those kind of things if you're looking for an investing point, because you might be buying into a trap where you're not going to be able to get your liquidity from it. It's just part of the game. That's how NFTs are traded. You got to be earlier. You got to be minting these things. But when you look at something like this, like, yo, you got the same shit going on. Like, I don't see anything special with these that like sets them apart from any other derivative. Not that there's any reason to be against derivatives. I own a Bored Ape Solana Club. That's a complete derivative from Bored Ape Yacht Club, but it's the first derivative, and it's an OG collection. So for me, I'm cool with that. But this is a new collection. I don't know anything about the people. So the next step we do is we go to their X account, a Twitter account, and you go to that. The other one is you want to take a look at their website. So these are the two things. So we know that maybe this isn't the best entry, but if you do like the art, you like the art. So this is like, you can speculate on this one. If you got the soul to hold on to it, you check out these metrics. You also check out their Twitter. You want to make sure that they got a following on there. You don't want to, I mean, it still could be a rug at this point. Like none of this stuff is going to guarantee it's not a rug or an issue. But what you want to do is take a look at these metrics here. And first, though, you got to find your lighter to light the weed. Okay. I looked at this earlier because I had to see what was going on. I like the branding across the board. I love the look of this. This looks great. This makes me feel like I want to be in this hammock, rocking out to the music. Like, I'm down with this. I'll even give them a follow because I like what they got going on here. All right, so then I see this right here. This is a Herman's clip we're going to play. Time to embark on a whole new world. In-home theaters globally coming to Solana. Lunar animations. So that's something I'm going to look at now. Who are these guys, right? So you just start to pick up little clues like, you can't see that in the corner, can you?
No, I can't. Your screen's in the way.
See this down here?
Yeah.
Let's do a pop out. Let's see if this works. Up here, does that work? Can you see the pop out? No, you can't.
No, I can't.
All right, so right down here in the corner, there's this little thing that says Lunar.
Yeah.
So Lunar Animations is something that I'm going to look up just to see the team. This is something I do when I do research and like I look up projects so I can give backgrounds and like some fundamental reasons why I believe in them. And that always doesn't pan out. There was this project, they had such a cool, the Bastards. They had such a cool like animation thing, and they fucking fell on their ass too. So that doesn't technically mean anything, but giving them a look doesn't hurt. So Lunar Animations.
Animations are pretty good for the algorithm too, though. Like those.
Yeah. Well, it really, really helps like visually good stuff. But like with NFTs, bro, they're so liquid and like you can see the best thing in the world and it falls apart. Like Claynosaurs are the only ones that have held on to this and like did it right, straight up.
Who was that? Sorry.
Claynosaurs. Like if you're looking for a long-term hold, bro, like you could PFP it. Those are a dope one. Claynos, those guys are like Pixar quality.
Sorry, how do you spell it?
We'll take a look at them. Don't worry about it right now. We'll go right up to them. All right, so you see how this quality is? This is a level of like Clayno, but Clayno I think do it better. So like as far as animation, this is really, really nice. This is enough to run the floor price up the way it did. But it's basically nothing. It's a 14-second clip that 100 other people have done some shit like this, and it got some engagement and excitement. The rest of it here, it's like join the club. It's just going to be the marketing. Does it catch your eye? It's got the Bitcoin background kind of color. Ode to Bitcoin. The OGs will love that kind of stuff. But you know, in reality, it's like what is this doing differently that I haven't seen yet? I have not been able to answer that. Seeing my own custom thing like this doesn't really, get me too excited. The PFPs remind me of things I've seen before. We got Chester coming out here just like the other guys, so it's feeding into the same lore that we've seen. Isn't that funny?
It's hilarious.
And I'm not like saying there's nothing wrong with it. It looks nice, looks cool, but like this one's the coolest one I've seen so far. But like if you were to get this one mint, this is probably going to be higher than the other floor prices. So if you could just buy this instantly, sell this, like I don't know what the mint was. Let's say it was like 1.1 soul or some shit. You're at a 2 point something floor, 2.45. It's been up towards 3. If you could sell this for 5 or 6, you're clearing all your headway, and you could just floor the rest of the 4 or 5 that you had if you had that 10 soul mint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's crazy. So when mints with NFTs like start to happen, does it kind of happen the same way you would see with like a meme coin? Like, is it like a slow cook and then?
It depends on the mint. Some are like they go off like you don't have a chance. So like there's a couple different ways that mints happen now. Like a mint could be you have a whitelist which guarantees you an opportunity to mint. You get those for grinding, supporting, winning a raffle, or you could be holding something where you get an airdrop of this that's another like utility was like being. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say like to get on the whitelist, is that part of like building the hype leading up to the mint? Like would that be
like,
part of?
You used to be able to trade and you still can. You could trade the whitelist because there was like, if you know that the mint's only 1 soul and it's probably going to run up to 5, 6, or 7 or 10 in the first couple hours a day, it's worth getting as many whitelist tokens as you can. And when you can trade them and sell them on the Foxy website, which they used to have those things would run up to like 3 soul for just a mint token. And you'd be running a gamble because your mint's an automatic, it's like a random generated NFT. You don't get to buy it. It's just the luck of the draw. So you could.
So like if there's like a set amount being minted, however long it takes to mint them out, like you just keep buying it. It just like throws random ones at you. You don't get to pick shit.
Exactly.
But
So
it's all the same price.
Yeah. So during a live mint, people would they'd mint if it's not the one they wanted. They'd go to whatever that trait, or if it's a rare trait, they'd set at that floor price. So they just throw it on the floor, or they try to undercut so they could buy another one and mint again. Because then you get a mythic or a rare, like a Pokemon thing. So imagine opening a Pokemon card. That was the experience of mints before. And you'd be selling them as fast as you could to get the next one. That's where the option kind of like connection I had was like, you can buy this, mint this, sell this. And you'd hit like a 5 or 6x in seconds. Like that's how mints used to be. Now mints are not like that. Mints are a little bit different where you get into the whitelist or you're you got some kind of, I don't know, some badge or trait or something. However the mint set up, there's so many different ways to get into a mint now. Typically they sell out pretty fucking quick, like it's almost instant. Other ones they'll be slower cooks because they don't have enough people buying NFTs right now. Mints are probably going to be catching up, more traction, more speed. People are seeing that NFTs are catching up a little bit more popularity. People are getting into them. There's a new wave of people buying into NFTs that don't know the old way around this and how this shit used to work. So like you're getting the alpha, and anybody else that is new is hearing this from a like first person user perspective, like how I learned about this shit. And like what you see here, it's nothing wrong with this project, bro, but like it's been done before. It's nothing special. This is a straight up honest take. And like if you can't take that, like, well, show me where this doesn't just give you the same vibe, bro. Like tell me where I'm wrong, you know? This shirt right here specifically. Hold on. I didn't mean to bring that one up. Oh, I lost all the screens. Anyway, you get the point. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Fucking. The point of that is pretty obvious. Like it's got very similar traits. You're not fooling anybody with it. It's not like they're trying to fool people, but at the same time, like get more creative. But there's the other part that like what has worked tends to work again. Like history doesn't repeat itself; it rhymes. So like there's that take too. So I can't completely knock it. It's just don't be surprised if you see this thing at one soul or something like that. Hold on while we have technical malfunctions. I gotta set up my my charging. All right, we good? Yes. But all right, so you decide why you want to buy the NFT. I know that was a long-winded version of that. If you're buying it because you want to trade it, you take a look at all those factors. You try to find a good entry point, and you can set bids in there, and you can try to buy it for 2.9. You're going to see a lot of times on the side over here. You see this an hour ago, somebody sold it for 2.15.
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
the floor is 2.4. So if you have patience and you can put a bid in for that low, like somebody sold one for 2.2 right now 8 seconds ago. So if you were to put a bid in for 2.19 or 2.2, you're going to make a you're going to make a 0.2 profit. And some people will do this over and over and over, hoping that the floor doesn't go any lower than this, trying to make that profit or get lower entries. You know what I'm saying? So if you have patience, you could even set it lower to underbid them, because if these go down in price, you could set yours to justifiably like 1.7, 1.8, or put a few bids in. And I mean, you can see the order book as well. You can see how many bids are in at certain price points, and you can be
So the
competitive.
people that are letting go of their NFT for lower than the floor price are dicks.
What's that?
Like, like you said, one just went for 2.2.
Yeah, 10%
But it
below.
says like, so on like the left of your screen there, it says buy for 2.45, sell for 2.19.
So somebody went on here and they bought one for 2.4. So if, like I said, if you put a bid in, if you were like place bid, click on this button and you put one in for 2.19. And if somebody doesn't want to wait for somebody to buy, they want to instant sell right now for sell now, they're going to take a 10% loss on the floor price, but you don't know what their entrance was. They could have, like this one right here, this one that you don't see, I don't know why it's not shown or revealed. They bought it for 3.14. They're selling it for 2.45. This person bought for 1.24, selling it for 2.59. So you can see what the previous person had. And most of the people are just trying to get rid of it as fast as they can before it goes under their buying point. And they'll sell it for anything. That's why it creates these sell walls and buy walls where it's like very shitty. And like, this is actually a cool one because it looks a little bit different with the beard. I'm telling you, like, that's the only thing I think is different. But they might have some crazy fucking connection to some bullshit that somebody is giving them a backdoor access to gain popularity. Like, that's usually how the shit runs. It's like somebody like gives like the Mad Lads a bunch of fucking allocations to whitelist spots just for holding the Mad Lads. So you have a higher level of holders that are going to buy up the fuck out of these and control the floor price. You know what I mean? So as soon as somebody like you gets in thinking that they're getting a good entry, it gets dumped. And then you're like, well, I can't sell this thing now. I'm down fucking 0.5 SOL already. You know, now you're a community member. So like, I don't buy into stuff like this, especially when it looks like shit I've already seen. So like, nothing against them, but like, that's like the research I'm doing. I'm like, yo, there's nothing that's like sticking out like this is special. But we've only looked at their following. They have 16K. That seems legit. They're only following 210, so they're not really following their community back, because we see that there's and this is something I pay attention to. This isn't everybody, but there's 1,000 holders. They're only going to give back the support to 200 of them. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
That to me, I'm like, to me, I think bigger. Like, why wouldn't you want to follow all of your holders back? I understand for personal reasons, algorithms, whatever. You don't want to clog up your timeline. Well, hire somebody that can and show support back. It means a lot for people that want to hold for a longer term, just in my opinion. So like that to me shows you that they like kind of have this, I'm different. You know what I mean? I'm a different level or something like that. That's just how I take it. I could be wrong, but these guys remind me of an Ethereum project that I like a lot. What are those things called, dude? They're these dope little characters, but they look exactly like these things. Like the interactive thing, or like their animated thing. What is that thing called?
Like a kid toy?
Forget. Nah, it's a fuck. I cannot remember. Yo, if anybody in the chat remembers what that thing called, they're like skateboarding things. They're like they're all animated 3D figures. Fuck, they're an Ethereum project. I think they got Stevie Williams with them. Maybe, I don't know. Fuck, man.
Stevie Williams.
They're a dope project, but it looks just like that. Like the animation looks just like that because they have them like set up to like skateboard or whatever. So right now, like if you're to see this, you're new into this. You're like, man, this looks sick. Like you got these little characters. You maybe never saw the OK Bears. You maybe never saw the fucking Bored Ape Club, but you might be kind of liking them because they look like the Bored Apes. You know what I mean? So it might be like, oh, this is a little bit different. They don't have ears. What are these things? Maybe, you know, and then you see the other one where they do have ears. It's like, all right, I don't know what these animals are. So it's just like you kind of get wondering, but they don't really tell you anything else. They're connected to all of this, which it seems like everybody puts a fucking thing up here. Honestly, like it doesn't really, nothing stands out to me. So the only thing that they're telling you to is join the club, join the club, join the club. This just sends me to buy something. That's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about it. Like if you were just using this for the first time, like what is this doing to me? What the fuck is going on? So you got to sign in with your wallet, and I'm not doing that. I've never bought an NFT before. I don't know what you guys are doing over here. So if you get over to here and you wanted to buy one, I guess you could figure out how to go about that with Crossmint or something. I don't know if they have Crossmint, but we checked out their website. We checked out their what's it called? Their Twitter. Nothing sticks out to me. It's not something I'd be buying. There's just not a lot of things that I see. Now, the other thing I would do is start looking into checking out their Discord, checking like if I really wanted to see like what's going on. I've already put on the timeline what's the alpha for Herman's, and no one responded to it at all. Nobody even liked it, I think. So I'm curious. Oh man, I did look at it. God damn you. I hate Lady for that. I saw the picture.
Yeah, I did that earlier. I sent her a like, whatever.
I'm just kidding. I don't care. I have seen it before. I'm just giving her shit because she's really funny to fuck with. All right, so as far as like doing your own research, like those are the steps that you take. You kind of look into the project. You try to like see if it's something you've seen before. Is it familiar? Is it got a community? Are there spaces being held? Like all of the stuff that you see from Memecoins, like being active, making awareness, and like that's a huge thing. Do you see a lot of people rocking the PFPs? Like that's a big part too. But for me, they seem like they have some kind of interactive gaming thing which could take off like crazy. But we've also seen things that have so like amazing utility do nothing before, like in the space, just because people want to buy and trade these things to nothing, and that typically happens like a lot. So I'm not too super stoked on them. I don't think they're the worst collection in the world as far as art goes. So go back to your question. Like now you know kind of what to look for. What are you buying your next NFT for, or why?
Oh man, I want one for like I don't even know. Like I've been looking at NFTs and it's all been like entry level ones for myself. And
What do
like
you
I
mean by
got
that?
Bodago, I got like just like ones that are fresh off the mint that are kind of just derivatives of main ones. You know what I mean? Like more of like the blue chip NFTs, I would guess.
Right.
Like my biggest NFT would be my PFP, the Bodago. The next one after that would be the Doodlegenics, and then everything below has just been stuff that I've picked up off mints and
Yeah, well, those two right there, I would say, like for a fact, those are like keepers. Those are some things to like kind of just put away, and like unless you want to sell them at some point, they go to some crazy high price. Because the first thing I say to people is like, regardless of what you're doing here, my thing is like to improve my quality of life, and like that's gonna be at some point of selling every asset I ever own. That's just
Yep.
me as an investor and trader, and I don't have any ill will towards people that like have any beef with that, because I also say to people like, look, if I ever do anything in here, like you should make money off of it. That's my goal, is you make money off of that by trading it. Like that has always been my goal. If you want to collect something for your own reason, that helps with other people that want to trade it and make money off it. So I appreciate those people as well. But the friendships I've made here, there's some people that won't fuck with you because you sell off their NFT or you don't support their project the way they want to. That's stupid as fuck. Like, your friends are your friends before and after the PFP. I personally don't care, and I think it's a very weird thing, but I understand it. I just think it's weird. There are people that like take advantage and will like eat off a community and then just dump it on top of them. They're fucking losers, like straight up. Like, that's not the way you do it. That's not etiquette. You know, like, so the rule of thumb for me is, oh, that one's really nice. The guy got the one with the beard I was looking at earlier, like the big burly one with the puffer jacket. That one's cool. So like, this will grow on you if you stare at it long enough. So let me get off the page. So rule of thumb is, when you buy NFTs, for me personally, I buy the one I want, like one that I absolutely want to keep, and then I buy higher, those are ones that I'm just trading. If I find one that's at a lower price that I like more than the one that I have, I'm willing to swap that out, and then I'll rock with that one. But for Bodogos, for what that means to me and the space and the community, like, there's going to be one that stays in my wallet just for access to whatever that entails. There's some events that you go to IRL where, like, VIP access for holding a Bodogo, you have that. Clannosaurs are another one where they have parties and access for events. So there are intrinsic reasons to get into some of these like higher tiered like projects. So you see how active somebody like Easy is in the space. It's kind of a no-brainer that project's going to do good. So buying one for yourself and then others to trade is always a rule of thumb. And I learned that from most of the people that I buy into their projects, because like, they've talked about it. That's how they're able to come up. If you buy one that you want, like, you have two other ones to hold on to. If they run up in price, they can clear your buying price for that one, or maybe the one does, or maybe you have a good trait that you sniped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's like the same thing as getting a meme coin though as well, right? Like you get your thing, you take your profits, you keep your moon bag, like
yeah.
kind of thing,
Or
right?
if you want to, like, you don't have to hold on to a moon bag. You do that just in case you think it's going to go higher, or you sell if you think it's going to fucking zero. Like, if you look at a trend of a chart in the last 3 months, say like down, not just flat, like it just keeps showing you that it just keeps going down. It's not respecting the floor. Like, there's a very difference with the coins I showed you. There was no down, down, down. It's like, these are bouncing off the same points. These are showing support. But when there's like yo, dog, this thing is not showing life, bro. Like, I don't care how many spaces you hold. This isn't working right now. And maybe that's me losing conviction and belief in it, but I'm also somebody that understands there's other opportunities to make your money work for itself. So like, keeping it stagnant on your belief, that's that moon bag per se, or that's that community bag, I like to call it. Like, if it costs a bag to support it, I don't want to be in that community, because there's other ways I can support if I don't hold that token at that moment. There's long-term holders like Kobe. I'll hold on to a bag of that just because. Like, I like the people in there. You know what I mean? So it's like, I've already allocated, this is my long-term conviction. Like, all of that this bag needs to do is get to a certain market cap, and like, that's a W. There's other one I'll trade in and out, and you need that. You need volume. People don't like that, but I'm very, very much like, I say take profit as often as I can in streams and spaces, because I need, like, make money, dude. Like, let's all eat together. Let's take vacations together. Talking about, you remember that fucking Snuffleupagus NFT I bought and fucking sold? Like, that shit was wild, bro. Like, I made 12 grand off of that. Like, that's the shit that you get to talk about. So when it comes down to it, man, you buy stuff you like. If you buy it for the art, you buy it for the art. There are very specific one-on-one collections where you're buying into art, but that's a manipulated fucking project where there's certain whales and certain rich-ass motherfuckers coming in, sweeping the shit out of it up to ridiculous floor prices where these typically would never, ever, 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 ever trade. And these guys get this fucking, this thing on their shoulder. It's like, you didn't do anything special, dude. Like, it took 3 people with extraordinary large amounts of fucking capital to run this shit up. Like, you did not make a smart investment. You were in the right group chat holding onto the right NFT at the right time, or whatever the case was. Like, so you got to just be careful with that kind of shit too, man. Because like, I don't have a lot of faith in NFTs from what I've seen and the conversations to your face telling you like this is what's going down, and it's even deeper than that. Like this is the real alpha. That's what goes down. So when you look into it, you got to think of why am I buying into this? Do they have real long-term conviction? Kalanosaurs, that's one I told you I'll take a look at, so you can kind of see the difference. And these guys have had really, really high floor price before, and for good reason. I just think that out of all of them, these are going to be one of them that really, really make it in the whole aspect of like NFTs going to real world like use cases, assets, digital items, where it's like they actually have the toys like the plushies kind of did. I think that these guys have a chance to make that happen. Let's see if I can pull this up. And then what time is it? 12. All right, let's wrap this up in about like let's make this the end of it. What else do we have? Talked about your space, NFT update. We went through that. Memecoins. Didn't really speculate in the market too much, but we get to that at another time. We have Wednesday coming up as well. But I'm going to try to stick to it.
I did have a couple questions for you at the end of this about ledgers.
Sure. Let's take a look at Clano and we'll take a look at, or talk about ledgers real quick. All right, so these are Clanos. I love these fucking things. These are a total buy, in my opinion, at this price point. I think that filling a bid right now would work. And another thing that you could do if you like a collection like this and you don't want to spend this, go put your like you have 20 SOL, you could go put this into a loan on Sharkify, like the NFT file I was telling you about. And if somebody doesn't pay their loan back because the price goes down and they don't want to pay more for that NFT because it's down, you're going to get it at a discounted price. You see what I'm saying? And if it's
so
something,
you can go to that site and buy.
no.
NFT.
You
Oh,
put
okay.
your SOL onto the platform, so you get interest for providing liquidity.
Okay.
So then your next move would be, if this is one that you're trying to just get one, you don't care about like which one it is. You like it gives you the entrance for a lesser price because the loans are typically lesser than, that's the LTV, loan to value. Loan to value is typically like 70-80% for these, maybe 90% on Sharkify. So you fill that loan in there. Somebody takes your loan, and if they default or for whatever reason they don't pay that back, whatever the reason is, and sometimes you can time it pretty well with like, all right, if the floor price drops, most people aren't going to, they're going to just default because they get more sold than, paying it back. Like it doesn't make sense to them. They can buy back in lower. Which one's SMS, left or right? What are you talking about, OTP blast? I have no idea. I just saw somebody put a comment down here. But either way, what was I saying? Oh, you put the bid in there. You can get these for a lower price. Like you can see, this is 13.8 and 12.3 is the sell price for buy it now. So that's probably close to what you would have to provide for liquidity. And if somebody was to default on their loan within the 7 days that they have, you can go here and sell it straight off the bat or list it for like 13.5. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're making that arbitrage on that situation. However, if it continues to drop down, you're going to be underwater. You're going to have to pay your loan back so you don't lose any money and just wait for the time for that to work out for your benefit. But it also gives you an entrance into this Clanosaurus project for lesser than the floor price was at the time of purchase. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's something I got to look into more. This is,
well,
every time we talk about NFTs, you drop so much alpha for me, and look at this, writing down all this shit.
Yeah. I saw you writing down some shit earlier. And I tell you guys again, this is SMS Live. I'm SMS. This is Dan AF. And we're just going over NFTs and meme coins. Take notes. Bring your paper. Bring your pens. Literally, it makes such a difference because you can recap over this. You can put this in the chat GPT later and be like, yo, summarize this shit for me. I need to recap this. It's very cool to do. You can watch other people's spaces and turn that into a job where like you recap their fucking space and go over this. Like that's something that like if you have the time, I don't do it, but I've seen it been done before. However, we should have an NFT-fi focused space and kind of go into those platforms and see what's available. There's some aggregators that have been out there before. I don't use them as much anymore because like I can kind of see it pretty easily, but they are good. It just never seems like they stayed up to date with like the current prices. It always seems like they trailed a little bit. So like it's easier just to do your own research with it, honestly, and stick to one platform you like how it works. And then if you do want to dabble in other ones, But when you see momentum with NFTs go down, that's a good time to start filling bids in there, and people are going to take the loans out because they don't want to lose liquid. And
No, 100%.
other times, what you like if you buy an NFT, like I told you, I hedge all my NFTs. Like I take a loan out pretty much instantly, just in case like there is a dramatic drop. I don't want to lose that much. You can't get that. You can't get loans like that anywhere else. Like, so if you bought a Bodalgo when they were at 4 or whatever SOL, and you took a SOL or you took a loan at like 3 or whatever, like I did, they're under 2 SOL or whatever at a couple points. And I was like, well, I'm still above. Like, I'm going to pay back my loans. I want to keep these. But like, if I was to just need to take that SOL for whatever reason, or if there was if I was to take that SOL and throw it into FWOG or something like that, like, see what I'm saying? You have that liquidity available. All you have to do is just take enough, pay back your loan, let the rest ride. You don't have to continue. That becomes, again, a moon bag. Profit, free money, free entrance, free plays. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way to look at it. But we'll talk more about NFT-Fi on the other side of things. So what's good with ledgers? What's the question?
So, okay, let me just pull this up here. I want to get a ledger just to put some stuff off to the side. Just to have. I feel like I'm at a point where I can start slowly building up like a safe, you know what I mean? And so I've been looking at different, oh shit, am I muted?
No, you're good, you're good.
No? Okay. So I've just been looking at different ledgers, different things, seeing what my options were. I was actually curious, are you able to like let's say I wanted to put 15 SOL into a ledger, am I able to stake that in the ledger? Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Is there certain ledgers that let you do that? Because the one I was looking at is I think the Elipal Titan 2.0 or whatever.
I would suggest just getting the fucking to the ledger, the name, like the main one that most people use, because it's going to be the most widely adapted. What is it called? Ledger.
Okay.
Just ledger.
That's
yeah, the one I have is just this little key. See this guy?
Yep.
It's just a little key fob. And then you can get the Bluetooth one. I just got this because it was like, I don't know, $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
I got this, and what I do is like the long-term stuff, like bonk and stuff like that. I'll toss it in there. I don't see anything, but
right there.
the Iron Man. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I don't know. That's just.
I mean, you can get whatever works for you. I personally just get that because I feel like it's the most widely accepted. But if that's compatible,
No, that makes sense. This is just like when I look up Ledger, this is just the first thing that popped up for me. So I was like, all right, let's see what SMS says about this. Let's get into it.
As long, I would look into what you connect to just to make sure that the connectability, adaptability, all of that is seamless, that there's no issues there for that aspect. And then I would also make sure you're not buying anything secondhand, anything from anything but the direct manufacturer. I just don't trust everything else. There's sometimes you can find coupons for certain NFTs that you're in for just holding on to them. You might get a discount. I don't know if Bodalgas have anything like that, but there's been certain things like that. So look around and we'll see just what's available. There's certain things you can get, but they're pretty fucking inexpensive for the safety that they provide. So look at it like that. Download Wallet Guard on your PC. Make sure you have that set up. That's the plug-in for your browser. That's super important.
Do that right now.
Yeah, dude, because it'll, every now and then when I go to a new website or something fishy, it'll come up and it'll tell you, hey, new meme coins, that'll pop up instantly because it's a new website, and it'll be like, yo, you don't want to go in here. It might be a drainer connected to this, yada, yada, yada. But it gives you a heads up, and it just keeps you, your shit's safe. I'm still 100% safe, so I'm good to go right now. But as far as the Ledger, I recommend getting the Ledger brand because it's the most widely used. But again, anything that works and is compatible, if it works for you, I know there's one called a Bybit that's pretty much the same shit. It's compatible with a lot of different ones as well. So whatever works for you, it's in your budget, get one like that. Digital ones you can use different ways. I use mine, so there's a process. So whatever's in there, I have to go manually plug it in, type the key in. So I really have to think about what I'm pulling out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one thing to do about it. But as far as if you're looking to take your soul and stake it, and other people have different reasons for this. Other people will use certain platforms because they're going to be farming for, airdrops in the coming seasons and shit like that. So that's one way to look into it. Justin Murray, he has a lot of alpha when it comes to that. So like really pay attention to it. Liquid
Say,
staking
that's why I
tokens.
asked, because he's the one, he dropped a comment on one of my tweets, and I was, so shout out to
That's
Justin. He's the one who put me onto that.
pretty sure that's where you're going with this, but the liquid staking tokens are like always going to outperform the underlying asset because like they're making money off of that asset being on there, so and they're paying you out. You know what I mean? Like they're always going to be higher than like the Sol. Like B Sol is going to be higher than regular Sol. That's a stake.
So like if you have a fair amount of Sol like this and you want to put it into your ledger and you want to stake it, so when you're moving into your ledger, is there software on the computer like that comes with that ledger to use for that ledger, like to move it, or it's just a simple move and then you stake it while it's in the ledger?
So you would send. So like when you get your ledger set up, there is software for your computer that you use. Like you plug it in there, or you just have it connected to your wallet, and you'll have to like approve it, say that there's a ledger connected, and type in your password every time you enter and exit it. So like that's the reason that it prevents it from anybody draining it from like you manually have to accept everything. There's no automatic.
As I'm like in that process, am I able to see like, okay, so if I put it in as Sol or if I put it in as Bitcoin or ETH, can I see which one kind of has the best staking like percentages, like what's bringing back the best APY?
Yeah, so when it comes to your staking, all that's going to be outside of the ledger. So you have now you sent your crypto to your ledger wallet, like whatever that one's connected to, out of like your hot wallet. This one isn't connected to anything unless you connect it. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between a hot and a cold wallet. A hot wallet, it's on your browser, whatever. You can make one if you had like another phone and you made another wallet and just never connected it to a device. That's essentially a cold wallet now. So you could send everything to that Phantom as long as it's a new seed phrase and it never is connected to anything. That's essentially the same exact thing as a ledger. Not exact, but it's like pretty damn safe. It's an easy way to go around it until you get that. But if you're going to order one, you send your crypto to there, but you use that wallet when you sign in to go to the staking sites, or go to the platforms where you're going to send your swap or your Sol in there and swap it for the liquid staking token. And that's going to sit into your wallet. You see what I'm saying? Or it's going to sit and you're going to stake it. Like if you buy Jupe, you go to their platform, you send it over there, and you don't have anything in your wallet. It just stays on Jupiter's platform.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it just goes through all of the transactions. You know, when you sign a transaction, a ledger just makes another step where you have to enter the code.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
No, it does. It does. It does. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, no, I was just, the biggest things was, staking it. You could put NFTs in it.
Yeah, all of your NFTs, it's the same thing as a wallet. All a ledger is a cold storage wallet. All of that's all it is. Everything will go into that, and you'll be able to see it the same way, like the software. There's different like sites you can go to that have it broken down in portfolio viewers and stuff like that. So you have like you can go to Asset Dash and have your ledger wallet stored in there, and just see all of your stuff without even going to the regular software. The Ledger Live, with what Ledgers is called. So you'll be able to put everything in there the same way you're doing it right now. It's just in a much more secure, and there's more steps to trade in and out. So all of your like live trading, I don't put into a Ledger wallet because I'm using this shit daily, sending it to other wallets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's what it is. I would treat it like an like an RSP or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's
exactly.
Like, okay. No, that makes sense. That's why I'm looking at it, just because I've been going off with the trades, going off with the coins, and taking my profits, doing my thing. And now it's like, well, I don't want it to just sit in this wallet just in case anything happens.
Well,
and it's somewhere safe because it's a
if you want my
amount
opinion, bro, like just with the market, and like I want to wrap this up in a couple minutes, but we should definitely take a really deep market analysis and like maybe get some other speakers on here to kind of talk and look at it as well, because if you put your Sol into staking right now and Sol goes down, you're really not doing yourself much service there. And you can get it out and stuff like that, but there's certain periods that it has to go through to collect rewards, right? So like it might serve you better just to keep spot Solana and like whatever way you see the market going and putting longs on it. You know what I mean? Like you have a better eye on that, or shorts, depending on how the market's going, or the other thing is to like these meme coins that we're seeing, you're going to get more X's off of a bonk than you are Sol at this price point, because you weren't buying Sol at 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. So like if you have the soul, yeah, you could, if you want to say like, all right, I'm trying to get a bag of 50 soul under whatever, like $150, and I'm gonna put that into staking for the next 6 years or whatever the fuck you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like long term. Like that's where I would kind of say that would be good. But back to, hold on. Jeremy knows Guju. This guy's hitting me up on this is funny. Hold on. Does that make sense what I'm explaining to you?
No, it 100% does, man. I really appreciate it.
Cool. I'm gonna go take a look at that meme coin because it just hit me up in here. The CTO.
That Gugu
shit, yeah. Dude, these fucking meme coins, like a new one every day. It seems like, but I try to keep bags in as many as like the real communities that I like. But the thing is, man, like I keep it pretty clear. Like I only have a couple solid like holds that I'm gonna go long term with. There's some of them I want to get back, and I'm kind of glad I got like the steady income because I'm like, all right, look, I got $300 to split between this weekend, and like I'm just dollar cost averaging into some like longer terms, and I think I'm gonna focus on some Ethereum and maybe some base coins just because I want some little exposure over there.
Yeah, that's something we have to talk about later too. You probably don't want to tonight, but like I do have a little bit of base. Is base just like part of like ETH, like, or
Base is like
that...
too. And like I actually just did a video on YouTube for a coin that's coming out. It's actually its own like blockchain on Ethereum. It's called PEPU, PEPU. It's Pepe Unchained. It's a paid promotion. I don't know much about anything else other than what they shared with me. I told everybody about it in the description. But it's a layer 2. It's basically just makes things faster. And I tried it out. I tried base when everybody was first kind of talking about it. It died down because everybody went to ordinals. And I was like, all right, cool. The direction kind of left here, and like the prices went down on Brett, and I bought into that with a few $100, and I had a couple X's on that just from that run up because I just kind of believed in like what they were doing, and like the speed was so easy and so fast. Using the different wallets like Coinbase's wallet and being able to swap and like the different like the networks or whatever, because you go from once it's on Ethereum, you swap it over to the base, you know what I mean, base Ethereum, and then you swap base Ethereum into whatever else, and that starts to perform like Solana. It's fast and super cheap. It's more expensive. It's not as fast as Solana, but it's comparatively fast for what we're doing. Like, if you're looking for faster speed, yes, Solana's the go-to. But as far as I'm concerned, base is going to be a player in meme coins for sure.
Okay.
I made like a 10x off of Mr. Miggles when they posted something off their Coinbase account from Base, like a Base coin. And it was like very evident that they're going to support Base. It was very evident they're trying to test the waters to see what's going on with the reception. And they ran like, it was like a 4 million market cap ran up to like 40 million in like 2 days. Kind of like the other ones that we called. But it was something I was chilling. I was talking about it. I made a bunch of videos because I liked it, and like it's retraced. I've been looking at it like, all right, well, that's why I'm kind of talking about it now. It's like I want to look at Ethereum. I know there's some other coins. I know there's Geki I spoke about earlier. Good positions to get into, especially if things are going sideways. If Solana's kind of chopping the way it is, and we saw all those different entry points, it kind of tells me that maybe there's some other ones on some other chains. Let's go take a look and see what we got. So maybe we'll direct the next Space Wednesday into that. If you guys remember. I need to update some of the design stuff that we have, but let me just play this for you guys real quick. Yeah, that's the old one. I did a couple other ones, but yeah, that's a wrap, guys. We're going to get out of here. Is there anything else you had, by the way? I don't mean to cut it off right now, but anything else you needed to kind of like touch on?
I think we're good, bro.
Right.
I think we are good. I think that was a great show. Yeah,
for sure. We can tap into some other stuff. I didn't get the chart up, but I was going to bring up Juju and see what we got. Goju. I fucking don't know. I'm dead. I'm done. I'm tapped. That's a wrap, guys. We almost hit 200 people in here. We didn't do the duck race, but it's okay. We'll rock out another night. It's getting kind of late over here for me. I got to get to work in a few hours, get up, hit the gym, and do the damn thing. You know how it is. I appreciate you, Dan AF, holding it down out here with Solana Made Simple, doing some big things, and continue to blow things out of the water. You've been killing it with your Blowfin and all the trading there. I hope the affiliate situations are treating you well. It's not for me. I'm not the best with affiliate codes or any of that kind of stuff. I honestly kind of suck. I try, but I'm better at making content. So keep you guys on the TikToks. I'm going to be rocking them things out there and keep them coming out as often and as daily as I can, and getting them over to YouTube. Also, this space or this stream, we have Opus set up now from all of the tips, guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. We really, really appreciate that. That keeps us able to do stuff like where's it at? Where's the thing? Hold up. Bam, right here. Right there. If you scan that code with your app, you can tip us as little as $1. Really do appreciate that stuff. It goes a long way. $9 keeps Opus up. It gives us shorts from the AI stuff. We can make them set up with their own captions and all of that good stuff. But that's all we got now. We got some other spaces in the works. We're going to be regrouping with the code guys, with Kin. Going to be bringing them back on there. I know Daniel's having some fun with that. And we got to do that duck race for the people. Just not doing it tonight. I'm tired.
Yeah. All right, man.
Keep coming back. Anything else you want to close with, brother?
No, man, I'm good. I gotta get a ledger. I gotta start staking, and I gotta dabble in some more NFTs. That's for sure. Every time we start talking about this, I'm like, man, you're going to bed, but I'm gonna stay up here. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna make some moves. I'm gonna see what's happening. I got one more Red Bull to go through, so.
Oh my God, you're a fucking wild man. Well, yo, don't sleep on the doghouse and that community in there. And if you're not in the Discord, check out the Bodogos, the bodega in there. That's an actual, just like the room's called the bodega. That's where all the trade talk and like they put out coins and shit like that early. That's alpha. So you're holding a doggo that gives you access inside of that Discord, and Easy's in there too. So you can shout him out and be like, yo, SMS at me in here so that I could ask about some perspective on this, that. He'll give you some answers on that. He's been talking about that. He wants to be more active. So I've been going in there just watching and seeing what the conversation is. And it brings back a lot of the OG vibes. And I like that because I was starting to really hate all of these extra group chats and everything. And if I can say that the dog is out there, definitely take a look at that, guys. There's so much alpha being passed around on that chat. It's ridiculous. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna close with. If you got nothing else, bro, thank you for all of your help and hard work, man. It's a lot more fun doing this SMS thing with somebody else, man.
I appreciate you having me up here, man. Thanks again.
No doubt. I'm gonna smoke the rest of this weed and probably get myself a late night snack and go to fuck to bed. I'll catch up with you guys on the flip side. Like you just saw, 10:10 a.m. or p.m., not a.m. Used to be a.m. 10:10 p.m. Wednesday night. We'll be back live and direct. Maybe we'll have a guest, or maybe not. But we'll definitely be bringing vibes and value. Take a little bit more speculation on the market and kind of see what we got going on. Keep your eyes out for Daniel AF. He's going to be doing some spaces coming up soon with some trading talk and maybe even some gaming streaming. I know he was talking about that with me and some other people. So if you're a gamer, hit him up. It's something I'm very new to. I might just kind of spectate and support how I can on that. But he's been talking about that, and we're going to be streaming that live from the YouTube account as well as him doing his live from his own Twitter account or X account. Just got to make sure that the copyright shit's set up. I only have one more strike left to go, and they're booting me off of YouTube. That was my fault. I played music during live streams where I was just putting coins up, just having fun, and I didn't pay attention to what I was playing. And then I came back, I was like, "Oh, a strike! What the fuck?" I don't remember doing this 2 months ago.
Brutal.
But yeah, man. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm tired. It's been a pleasure. Labor Day was good. So happy Labor Day to you guys out there. I forgot it was Labor Day. But some people took the day off. We don't take the day off. We keep pushing, man. Keep grinding and keep showing up. Thank you guys for all the support. We'll see you Wednesday. Maybe have a space tomorrow sometime. Or maybe we'll catch up with some other shit that we got going on. A lot of different announcements to come out, but keep your notifications on and let's fucking go.